You are watching and listening to Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV on YouTube and your favourite podcasts.
Are you ready? I'm saying, are you ready?
Watch us on YouTube. Listen on your favourite podcast platform. Or ask your smart speaker to play the podcast Leicester Till I Die.
Right, Chris.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
Hello, good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, goodbye, hello, wherever you are in the world. And we've already got somebody in from the other side. I don't mean the other side as in, can you hear me, mother? The other side is in Bangladesh. Although I do have to say that to Dave, he's getting on a little bit and he doesn't always turn his hearing aid up. So I have to sometimes sort of knock him up. That sounds wrong, and I didn't mean it like that. We'll move on very quickly. Welcome along. This is LTID TV from Leicester Till I Die. How the devil are you all? Thank you very much for coming. As you can see, it is the watch along. There we go. Leicester City versus Leeds United. First versus third. God, is this going to be our toughest game? Well, we'll find out, I guess, in a couple of hours' time. What I would ask you to do, though, basically, if you're new, please subscribe. It does mean that you can join in the chat. Like the video, that really does help the channel. It really, really does. And they're just interviewing Enzo at the moment, and I can't hear what it is because it's on mute, but they are just talking to him. Click that notification bell. You will never, ever then miss another show. And why would you want to miss one, especially with guests like I've got on today? I'll tell you. We're going to say hello to Gray. Gray, how the devil are you, sir? Welcome along. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Niall is in. Niall, how are you, sir? Welcome along, mate. Hope you are keeping well up there in Scotland. Cyber Leader, hello, sir. West Ham. Good win for you the other night, mate, against the old Gunners. We'll see you in about 7 months' time, I believe it is. You're over there in Bangladesh, so welcome along. Thanks for popping in. I am good, Gray. How the devil are you? Highfields, hello, sir. Where are you today? You've heard of Where's Wally? We have our own little game here. Where's Highfields? And as Gray says there, no spoilers or you will be dealt with. We send the boys round. One of them is Gray. That is very, very scary. And Nate is in all the way from America. Was that Joan Armour trading? I'm sure it is. I'm sure Dave will nod to me in approval if it is. But I do believe it was Joan Armour trading. And Alba Africa, is that? Come on, Fox. Welcome along, Alb. How are you? Cyber Leader says he's back next week. Look forward to seeing you, mate. Look forward to seeing you. Look, sometimes you have guests on, and sometimes you have special guests on. Which one of these is this, gentleman? Well, I'll leave that for you to decide. Evening, sir. Belgian Dave, how are you, sir?
I thought Brad was coming on for a minute.
No, he is. We haven't got Brad, but I tell you who we have got live from Leicester.
Oh,
by satellite, no less. Earlier than I was expecting her. So let me do this for her. Shall I do the sausage or shall I do the on the buses?
Don't ask me.
Hello, Kate.
Hello, Kate.
Hello, how are we doing?
And we are doing absolutely fine. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Ready for tonight?
Yes. I must admit, I saw a bit of your show earlier and never let me ask you to pick the team.
Why? Why?
Ian Nacho's going to be in. I don't know who else you picked that's not in.
Oh, no, I didn't think I said Nacho. I thought Cody might get more minutes, though. I still stand by that, but anyway, we'll see.
Well,
I just thought he may pick Cody for pace.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what he does do. He's had Vestergaard was on earlier. I was slathering as I was watching him. I'm going to be honest with you, but spoke very well. Spoke very well indeed. Well, look, there's the team. Manson in goal. Ricardo, who apparently is going to be playing left back. Faze is back in. Vestergaard for Justin. Cassidy, Winks, Dewsbury Hall, Fataru, Mavadidi and Vardy. Let me ask you first of all, Kate. Vardy, he's starting more games. He's not alternating as much as I thought he would be up front.
Yeah, same actually. Life in the old dog, yeah, isn't there? He must feel ready to play. He must feel fit to play. Yeah, I'm pleased really. I think as long as we can keep Vardy sharp, fit and with goal scoring momentum, it can only be good things for us, can't it?
It can. And good evening, Andreas from Cyprus. Dave, are you surprised how often Vardy starts? I mean, whoever starts tends to get 60 minutes.
No, I'm not surprised at all. I think I've said it before that I get him in there. He's keen to get us back in the Premier League and let him do it.
I just wonder, because he is that bit older, Kate, is he not going to knacker himself out if he's not careful? I mean, he was only playing, 5 days ago?
He knows himself better than anybody.
But do you think?
Yeah, I think he knows himself better than anybody.
But do you not think Iheanacho's going to get a little bit pissed off again? Like, what do I have to do? I mean, we've got to be careful with Iheanacho. He's out of contract in the summer.
Yeah, but he should be used to it by now. There'll be reasons why that 3 or 4 managers on the bounce haven't picked him ahead of Vardy regularly. And I think he just takes what he can, and he's been useful for us, but he's just not got the same amount of quality as Vardy for me. And if Vardy can still do it, then you just play him.
Not going to argue with that. That was very firm and put me in my place.
And Enzo inspired.
Yeah, well, in Enzo we trust, of course, I mean, Dave Gray says it. I'll sign him up, Nacho man. Sorry. He first of all said Leeds love Vardy. I mean, he does like a goal against Leeds, and I guess that in a little way, had they not played him, maybe Leeds would have sort of been a bit buoyed by that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're at home. It's a great game. It's a great platform. Why not play him? Give him 60, 70, 80 minutes, see what happens. Yeah. And then Kells will come on and score the winner. So it works both ways, doesn't it?
if Vestergaard doesn't get there first, let me just say that, because, you know,
Yeah, right.
one of our 13 goal scorers this season. Kate, I mean, I've said there, you can see it's first versus third. Is this, we've said this so many times, it's almost a case of I'm getting fed up with saying it, but is this the toughest game of the season?
Sorry, can you just repeat that? A big bus just went by.
What was
That's
that?
right.
There's a big bus.
I thought you had wind problems myself, but there we go. I'm fed up with saying this every week, but is this going to be the hardest game that we've had so far?
This was always the fixture that I had my eye on the most in regards to us being really pushed to it. I still think we'll have enough, but I think they'll give us a good run for our money. I think they're a real attacking team, and I think this is the most potent attacking threat we'll face this season, to be honest.
Would you agree with that, Dave?
Yeah, definitely. The two boys that I mentioned the other week, they're on fire, aren't they? One,
Jimmy Somerville.
Jimmy.
Lead me this way. Sorry.
I've done in a West Indian accent.
Be careful, sir. Somerville, if you don't mind.
I think they'll, they've got a good chance of scoring past Slow-Mo at the back. But let's hope that we can stop them in midfield.
We're just missing Mr. Amati. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
big Dan.
Yeah.
You can't let it go, Dave. I'm gonna have to correct you. I'm sorry. I'm not having that there, and I'm gonna have to play this for you here.
Let it go. Let it go.
He's gone now.
Well, I let it go. You started it. I do miss being up there, I must say. I do miss being there.
That was you when you were reviewing him most nights, wasn't it? But Kate, I mean, they're not going to come, are they? They're not going to come along and do a Stoke or anything like that. It could, on paper, although as Brian Clough once said, football's not played on paper, it's played on grass. But they could basically be the second loss of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think whilst catching us up is probably unattainable at the moment for them, they'll definitely have their eye on Ipswich, and they won't want to lose any more ground in that respect, because that second place automatic spot is absolutely crucial, isn't it, for everybody concerned. So they'll definitely be wanting to catch Ipswich up and hoping they slip up, and that'll be in their minds totally.
I'm going to let you go in a second, Kate, because obviously you're going to be getting near to the ground. A bigger game for Leeds than it is for Leicester?
Yes, I think it is.
Right, okay. And finally, never known a woman to give such a short answer.
Steady.
She loves me. Kate, can I take a score prediction from you?
Yes, I think it's going to be a goal fest tonight. I think I'm going to go 3-2 to Leicester.
Ooh, right.
A thriller.
A thriller in
Manila.
Really right with that. Kate, stay safe. Have a great evening. Bring the 3 points out the stadium with you, and we'll speak to you. She's still there.
I'm still here. Sorry.
Take care.
All right. See you later, guys. Speak later.
Take care. All the best.
Bye.
It was very dark there, wasn't it, Dave?
Has she got a selfie stick, or has she got a cameraman?
Well, she's with a gentleman friend.
Have you found out his name yet?
No, one doesn't like to pry.
Get Brad on it.
I'll leave that to you, one way or the other. Would you agree, bigger game for Leeds?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, if we beat Leeds tonight, it's a massive statement. I know we've done so well so far, but beating Leeds in the form they're in, it was like, I suppose that in your view, it's like winning at Swansea, because you were a bit worried about that one, weren't you?
Yes.
Swansea were in big form, and we went there and we beat them. But I think this tonight actually says a lot. And I think, I don't know, I'm never overconfident, to be honest, anymore. But yeah, I don't know. I was saying I reminded my Australian family that we went to the Leicester Leeds Easter game in League One,
right,
all those years ago, and I think that was a bigger game than this one is tonight. Because
that one was actually brought up by Craig in the preview yesterday, much to the chagrin of the Leeds fan.
Yeah.
But it was also it was the game I'm thinking of. Stephen Howard's favourite ever goal for Leicester City. He told me
last few minutes, I was right behind the goal there.
Yeah, and he did say that he had no idea how he got up to the pitch to get up to the end of it. That bit's still a blur, but after it went in, he suddenly got the second wind, as they say.
Amazing.
Looks like Ricardo starting on the left, Justin on the right. I guess that's to negate something from the Leeds team. I'm never sure about. I think Justin, he can play both sides, but Ricardo also can play both sides. But I'm just not confident about Ricardo on the left.
It's interesting because I saw the team on one of the site things and it didn't have them in any order. So I put Pereira on the right and Justin on the left.
Yeah.
I automatically thought that's what would happen.
Yes.
He does, for memory last year, he did seem to get caught out a lot on the left. I seem to remember him coming down our side when we were there and attacking in the first half. It would be normally, wouldn't it? We attack that other end, and he did get caught out quite a bit. But then he's got a different role now, hasn't he? And he's more free reign. So it might be completely different.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Just looking at the BBC here, they've actually got him on the left. Sorry, as we say, the same as Sky. But like you say, I mean, when we're defending, he does come back to make it a 4. But not that we don't tend to do much defending in most of the games. But when we're not, he's definitely in midfield, isn't he? Leaving the 3 at the back.
Yeah. I mean, they've got. I mean, I would think Somerville's probably more dangerous on the left than James, and that's what we're trying to counter, aren't we? But it's interesting. I've just looked up another score page, and they've got him on the right and Justin on the left.
I know.
So who knows?
Yeah, stuck it and see how it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, the two players that the Leeds fan was sort of going quite big on was, like we say, Somerville and Rutter. Although, of course, they have got Pirro in the centre going forward. Rutter's more in the centre, but Pirro, he was one that I wanted at the start of the season.
I know. Pirro plays behind them, doesn't he? So they tend to play one up front with those 3 nestled in behind, but effectively it's like going 4 up front. Yeah, and that's when they get dangerous. I don't know. I haven't been too impressed with Pirro, but then I'm nervous about saying that tonight.
I know it's always typical of Leicester, isn't it?
Yeah. And every time somebody comes to you when they've not scored a goal for 10 months, they get one.
As Kate said, come to Leicester and we'll give them one.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
That's more for Kate, I think, than
get involved in that. But I mean, there's danger all around the field on Leeds coming forward, but we have defended pretty well. We had a bad start, didn't we? But we seem to have picked that up. So, yeah.
Did we have a bad start? I mean, we've lost 1 all season.
What was that comment, Ricky P?
Oh, sorry. I hope they've got it right about Ricky P. Otherwise, we could be done for fielding the non. No, a few people were saying this midweek about whether he's collected enough yellow cards that he shouldn't be playing on this one. I really think I would be very surprised, and Leicester have dropped some clangers in the past. I don't think that they would play a player that was ineligible, to be honest with you. But
not nowadays, you wouldn't think, would you?
No. But look, Leeds had a really bad start. They didn't know what players were coming, what were going. Some players didn't want to play. But suddenly, and they've got a manager that can get teams out of the division. He can also bring them back down again, but he doesn't normally. He's never had the backing at Norwich. Hopefully, Leeds will give him that. But they had they not had that bad start, I think rather than it being a 2-horse race as it looks like at the moment, we could have been looking at a 3-horse race.
Yeah, I mean they've done incredible, but they were always going to be dangerous, weren't they? I mean, Leicester and Leeds and probably Southampton were the teams you'd expect to be up there from the start, because there was nothing else in the league really at the time that you thought were a danger. Ipswich are a surprise, really, aren't they?
Ipswich are a huge surprise, and fair play to them. Yeah, the teams that I expected to do well, which you still think will end up in the playoffs, Coventry and Blackburn.
They'll be fine. They'll do a late Coventry.
I'll
tell you what. Hang on. Let me tell you this, and I would love it if I'm right. No, Coventry got more points at this stage than they did last year, I reckon, or at least as many, if not more. So I can't prove that, but I reckon they have.
It's easy. It can be checked. You can go. It can be checked. But
yeah, I'm sure.
Honestly,
I'm sure they have.
If Coventry and Blackburn both get in the playoffs, I'll buy you a beer. How about that?
Oh, cheers, mate. Cheers, mate.
Next time you're in Bournemouth, which is probably about 4 years away, and I'll probably be dead then. But you never know. You never know. But yeah, Southampton. They're actually now in 4th. I don't know what to make of Southampton, because you think the 3 teams coming down, you should think would be automatically be the strongest to go back up again. Yeah. That said, I don't think we would have been had we kept on to the same squad that we had.
No. We needed to freshen up anyway, and we'd have had another tough year next year if we'd have stayed up with those players.
I don't think we would have made the changes that we've made now, if you like.
No, we wouldn't. And this is a breath of fresh air, really.
Yeah.
Even though the football's boring.
Don't you start. Boris is no longer in here because he came up with that too. Well, you do bear a striking resemblance to him.
Yeah, right. Winning is, I promise you, winning is not boring.
It is not, is it?
No, in anybody's book.
I'm sure he had a great season last season when we were losing every week. But
that was terrible.
No, look. When you look at the table there, I mean, like you say, Ipswich are the big surprise, and we keep saying like, well, when it gets to Christmas and the winter and the injuries. But I think it was possibly even you that said, we used to say that about Leicester when we won the Premier League. Yeah. But once you get past Leicester and Ipswich, it's so tight. I mean, I've only just shown the top 7 there.
And that's what I'm saying. Blackburn, not far off.
Bristol, they sacked Nigel Pearson. I think they're only 5 points off a playoff.
Yeah.
It is so tight. And those, all right, at the moment, I'm sort of getting like Leicester and Ipswich. I'm just leaving them at the top. But the others, I'm just swapping them around week in, week out. Yeah. How long ago we were all saying about Preston? Well, they've done what Preston always do, haven't they? They've kind of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that was going to happen, and coming to us didn't help them, did it? Really?
No, it didn't. I'm going to ask everybody now to start getting their score predictions in. So, Highfields has gone 3-2. Kate went 3-2. I'm going to go 2-1 simply because I just think who the hell's going to, we're not going to draw a game this season, and who the hell's going to beat us? What do you think? What fancy going for, Dave?
I think 2-2.
You're going to get, I'm going for the Desmond. Do you think it will be a draw?
I hope to be wrong.
Well, you see, I know where you're coming from, because when I started the start of the week, I was going 1-1. But every time we've had a brick wall put in front of us, Sunderland, Preston was going to be the tough game because they were 3rd. We smashed through it. We're not gone over it. We've just smashed through it.
Yeah. I was very tempted to put a bet on of over 2.5 goals tonight. And I think I should have done, because I think that will be the case. But then I could
got time.
I could see a 0-0.
Yes.
You wouldn't
Yes.
think so, would you? You wouldn't think so, but you know.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Do you remember before the whole game, we were talking, about lots of goals on the Saturday, and we got beat 1-0.
Yes.
So it's definitely. I mean, predictions are difficult anyway, and you got to get lucky.
Yeah, Craig. Well, Craig agrees with you. He's gone 2-2.
Okay.
Paul fancies a good game tonight. Well, depends whether your luck's in or not, Paul, I suppose. I know, we'll leave it there. He also says, love this channel. Thank you so very, very much. 3-2s. There's a few 3-2s going in there. Nate went 3-2 in the prediction league, but he's gone 4-1 tonight, which will allow because doesn't carry any points tonight.
I haven't done the prediction league again.
But like I say, I just think from that, I say, this is going to be a tough game. If we beat Leeds tonight, my God, I keep saying this, it puts a marker down, but that must put the fear of God up the other 23 teams.
Well, I'm saying that the result tonight will determine how difficult or easy the rest of the season will be. I think if we get beat, teams will think, oh, they are beatable. They are human. We're expecting to lose at some stage. I just don't want it to be tonight, really.
No. But then
of all nights.
I don't know. If we lose tonight against Leeds, we've lost to the team that's third and a good team and a team that's going to be pushing for promotion. Had we lost to QPR, that would have been the most Leicester thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. But it is Leeds tonight. I think, let's just get over this one. Let's beat them. And then I think, if we lose to, I don't know, Hull away or something like that, maybe. Was it Arsenal did the double overs when we won the title?
Yes.
So let's Hull do it this year. Oh, hello, frozen.
Yeah. Tonight, if we win tonight, it will be a new club record of 10 straight league victories.
Yeah. Well, not even seen. I can't
it's
even
almost
remember.
It's almost like thinking, oh, that's going to put the kiss of death on it. But it isn't, is it?
I don't know.
You don't want to commit, do you?
No.
All right. You've been a Leicester fan too long, Dave.
Yeah.
That's your trouble.
I remember, all the sort of false dawns that we used to have when you turn up and think, this is going to be brilliant. And for 20 minutes it is, and then it all goes wrong. Somebody gets sent off or something happens. And, referee has a howler, which probably is not unusual now.
I see. I don't mind the ref having a howler because as soon as the ref have a howler without VAR, then have a howler with VAR, which we'll get again next season. Matthew's gone 2-1. Luke is awake in down under. Apparently he's big down under, but that's what his partner says to me. Well done, Luke, on that. Brad looks a lot like Dave tonight. It's interesting to see that Luke can actually, when he sets his alarm for a Leicester game, he can do that correct and he can wake up because obviously it's going to be something like 2 in the morning.
Well, no, it's 4 in Perth, isn't it?
Oh, is it 4 in the morning?
Because I think they're 8 hours in front now because they don't have daylight saving.
Okay. Well, he sets the alarm for a Leicester game for 4 a.m. Not a problem at all. Sets the alarm to get up for work. Can't do it, and his boss is ringing him. Do check it out, by the way. Leicester City Down Under. It's a great channel. Luca comes on here regularly. He'll be in at half time, and that's his channel. He's done a preview tonight with Kate. I was checking it out earlier just before I came live. Good show, mate. Good show. Everybody saying hello to everybody else. Okinawa, you are Matthew. You see, we are covering the globe, aren't we? We are, from Bangladesh. Was it Bangladesh earlier? I can't remember where I said it was earlier.
Universal, Chris, you are.
Well, I've been called a lot worse. I'm not going to lie.
You're just one big globe, mate.
Leave it out. Is that what she says as well, Luke? Is it? Maybe she doesn't want to be woken up. You know what I mean? Morning.
I'm looking forward to going over there and getting some smokies.
Hey, I don't know. Okay.
Well, that's what Luke promised.
Don't know what. I think we'll move on. Can I just say this? As I've always said many, many times, only ever seem to say this when Dave's on. The thoughts and the comments of the panelists are not those or
not necessarily true.
Till I die. Is Boris making a stink? I don't know. I banned him. I got bored with him, to be honest with you. He then sent me a message on Twitter saying bring him back, and then his second tweet, his second account on Twitter, which I knew it was him because it was the same name and same picture, which was bollocks to Brexit, basically, which kind of sums him up, I guess.
It's too
let
busy,
it go. But no. So anyway, he's been banned. Basically, I got bored with him. Jeff Sin, good evening, Jeff. Good morning, good afternoon, good morning. He's going 2-0, and it's the Philippines. You see, we are spread like my waistline. We are spreading all over.
4 a.m. kickoff. Yeah.
I know.
When I was out there, I was trying to find a place that was on the telly, and the only places I could find were like bars. And of course, at 4 a.m, it's a bit tricky. So,
well, if anybody could find one, I'm sure you could. Well, I mean, now, of course, if you were next time you go over, you can just turn up at Luke's house.
Oh yes, Leicester party.
Yes, indeed. Why are you lot on your phone at 4 to 5 a.m? Because Leicester are playing. That is why. True fans, true fans. And then there's everybody saying hello to everybody else. Yes. Do you remember when we went down to League One?
Mm-hmm.
We set loads of records that season.
Yeah.
And when we then came up and we lost to Watford in the playoffs, and the following season, sorry, I had to mention it, but the following season, we literally broke every record that was going for Leicester. The most goals, the most points, the most away wins. But we're doing that again, aren't we?
Yeah, and it seems different this time. I don't know why. Then it seemed normal. That's what we're doing. But this time, I don't know. It seems a bit strange. I mean, we got to know the team in League One, so the natural thing was in the Championship to carry it on. Even that bad playoff, I think Pearson took them all away, didn't he? And just sat down and said, "Right, we're going to walk away, or we're going to put this right." And they put it right.
They did.
But the team had been together. This is all new, so everything that's happening now, we're learning and we're finding out different things about the team, and it's great. They're
just showing it now. They're interviewing Dean Smith, but they're just showing now. And before they went live with the build up to the match, and can I just say how great it is to actually see Sky doing a build up to a match? And I've not seen any clip of Man United, Manchester City, Liverpool yet. It's fantastic. And they've got, ex-players that actually played for our club, not with a Scouse accent. You get Scousers, of course. But they were just showing the our two last games before 7 o'clock. And I'll tell you what, Leeds, all right, they were playing Huddersfield, who aren't exactly setting the division alight. But my God, Leeds looked hot, I'll tell you. 4-1 they won. Yeah. They absolutely were through them like hot butter through knife.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean that. That's when, that was you. I just had the Brad thing pop up. Well, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean that's what I said to you. I think on the Monday that
whatever you like to do, mate.
That I thought they were awesome. Yeah, and they are a dangerous. I don't like James particularly. I must say, I think he's a bit of a spoiled so and so, but he did look very dangerous that day. And as Jimmy, as far as Jimmy's concerned, well, who knows what he's going to do? I think it might be a couple of penalties in the game, from one each maybe or something like that, because both sides have got players who want to get in the box and actually are difficult to contain.
Yes,
and that's a classic sign for penalties, isn't it? Really, especially with Pereira there.
The thing that I'm looking forward to in this game is the fact that you have got two very similar sides, and the fact that we both do like to attack. Okay, we thought we said that with Preston when they won, when they came because they were third. I mean, the only team that's really done that, say, apart from QPR, really was Sunderland. Everybody else has come and sat back. Leeds aren't going to do that. They're going to give us a game.
Yeah. They've got to, haven't they? They've got to. They've got to stamp their mark because the rest of the league will be looking. If Leeds can do something at our place, then the rest of the teams will be a bit nervous. And I think, this is really happening. They've got nothing to lose, really. Not really. Because if they lose to us, well, Leicester beating everybody else.
Yes.
If they beat us, they'll say, right, we're going up.
Yeah. I mean, you would think that Ipswich. I mean, I'm not sure who have Ipswich got tomorrow. Let's just have a look.
I think they've got an easy game, haven't they?
Oh, they got Rotherham on Sunday, so you would expect that they are going to win that.
Yeah,
that's not me. I keep hearing things.
It's you and Brad. You keep popping up on my phone, and I can't get rid of you. I just look at you. You keep coming up there.
Just be careful. You know what happened last time we had problems with phones and live shows?
Yeah, good point. Good point.
I did actually say to Phil was asking if anybody had sworn on the radio, and I don't know whether he took that any further in the story, but I did tell him about that one.
Yeah,
but I forgot what. Yeah, so you'd expect that Ipswich are going to beat Rotherham if all all goes to plan. So I can't stop. You've got Brad porn on your phone.
I can't get rid of him.
Popping up.
I know. God, Brad, come on.
Put him down, please. He's putting me off. What was I saying?
I have no idea.
No, I have no idea either.
I think Brad Paul was your last call.
Yeah. So you're thinking that that therefore, if Leeds don't get something, that gap is at it again. You got Brad again. I can hear him. You like I say, Ipswich getting 3 points on Sunday. If Leeds don't get anything today, that gap
actually,
isn't it?
That's not right, actually, Chris. I don't think Ipswich are playing them. Huddersfield. I reckon they're.
No, they're not. They're playing Rotherham next Wednesday because that's
they're at Rooney's place, aren't they? Because I remember us saying that it'd be nice for Rooney to get beat again, 4 on the bounce.
Yes,
and that I think they've got Ipswich. So, I mean, to be fair,
Do you know what, Dave? Make a note of this. I stand corrected. You are correct.
Bloody hell! Take some going.
I know. No, you're quite right. They're playing away at Birmingham, which again, I would still say you would think they would win.
You would, but Birmingham have got to do something some stage, haven't they? So that might be a draw.
But then they have got Rotherham, and I do apologise. They have got Rotherham. I think Wednesday. It is Tuesday or Wednesday. So that's their game in hand that was cancelled because of the weather. They win both of those. Even worse than I was saying, that gap to Leeds. There's the joke, isn't there, about mind the gap? But wow, that's why. Really, if we can do, because I think Leeds will therefore come at us right from the start, and if we can soak that pressure, that early pressure up, then there's more pressure on them, which would make it easier and maybe us on the breakaway.
Yeah. I think they'll be cautious. Both teams will be cautious for the first half, won't they? Because that's the way it is, and then see what happens. Because we have got to be careful, as John says. Leeds are dangerous at the break, and mind you, so are we. So it could end up stacks of goals, like Kate said. But you just don't know, do you? That's the point. I mean,
there's a lot of people going for high scores here. Jim there has gone 3-2.
That's what worries me.
You know,
that's why 0-0 could happen.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, if we, I mean, the table, I mean, Leeds, I mean, we've only let in 8, single figures. We have got the meanest defence in the division. Leeds, they scored 24, so it's only 5 less than us and Ipswich, but they've conceded 15, which is the same as Ipswich. And apart from West Brom, they're the 3rd lowest. So, yeah, I'm just. This is just. I just hope that it's not one of those games that you know when you build them up so much, you think it's a fantastic game, and then it's not. So
I like the tops, the new tops that are coming out in. You've seen them?
Oh, the yellow. Oh, is it the yellow?
No, the blue ones. The blue ones. They're about £70 each, are they? Something like that.
Is that not just a new strip?
No, it's a blue tracksuit top. Well, whatever you call them.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. I've not. You're a little bit ahead of me. You're a little bit.
Oh,
ahead
sorry,
of me.
mate. I'm a spoiler.
Yeah. Out. Get out now.
Out. Get out of my show.
But there's actually a new retro strip come out, which is a red one. So I must admit, I can have a look at that. But like you say, they are coming out, mate. Thank you very much. If you want to come on at half time and full time, you're welcome. You got the link. Just pop up.
All right, mate.
Fingers crossed.
Yes, definitely, and everything else.
Yeah, and hopefully your prediction is always wrong.
Yes, me too.
Yeah. Take care, buddy.
You too, pal. Cheers.
Bye-bye. Okay, so here we go. Let's let me just put all this into place. And don't forget, I'm going to say this once. It's on every time you come in. It is always there. Well, it's there. It's pinned. No spoilers. If there is a spoiler, I've got mods in tonight. Scott. I've got Nate. I've got Gray. It's a straight kick. It's a straight kick out. It's a ban. You don't even get a chance to come back afterwards. So he's gone for 2-2. So we're all at different, as you can see there, I'm only just seeing them just coming out. So you can see everybody's at different levels depending how they are watching it. And if you give a spoiler, I've actually dropped Twitch. I don't go to Twitch anymore because I think the last time that everybody was giving spoilers, I think they're all coming from Twitch. And because of the way that it's all set up with Twitch, they don't see the messages that I put up like you do on YouTube. So let's just see. Fee! Wait! Welcome back! Welcome back, Fee. What was the problem? Oh, you unsubscribed. I don't know what went on. I just don't know. What's your score prediction, Fee? Lovely to have you back. Are you still in the hospital or are you out now? Look, it's the Watchalong. We're about to kick off. Here we go. Leicester City in first place, playing Leeds United in third. Who is going to come out on top? We're about to find out. This is getting exciting.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watch Along show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
So it's the Remembrance Day show, game, I should say. So So we're going to have a minute's silence. You've got Daniel Fark, Enzo Maresca, and Alan Birchnell all holding reefs there at the side of the pitch. Lovely tifo again, as it always is for Leicester, always is. There we go then, the last post. As we know, war has no sides when it comes to innocents and children. And we should remember that when we are having a go at players that say what they think. And they should be allowed to say what they think. But this is the big one. It's 3 third place Leeds versus first place Leicester. Thank you, Fee. We've not even scored yet. Get your score prediction in, Fee. Appreciate that, Fee. Thank you so very, very much. And I hope you're all right. But at least you don't have to look at the Tottenham Stadium anymore. So it's a full house by the look of it. Yeah, Jim, I got you down as a 3-2. And we kicked off. So Leicester are in all blue, and they are kicking as they like to when they're at home in the first half, left to right. Leeds United, visiting team in all white, of course, as they normally are. They're kicking towards the Kop in the first half. So it's Leeds now threading the ball through, but that's going to be cut out there by Justin. But it's a throw in to Leicester. So at the moment, Justin is actually on the left and Ricardo's on the right. So yeah, it's basically it's as you were. Fear's gone 3-1, and that's it for score predictions now because we have kicked off. So Vestergaard to James. Oh, not a very good clearance there from Hermansen. It's gone to Leeds. Vardy on the ball. Playing quite deep at the moment. The ball's back there with Hermansen as we speak. Cassidy. Back to Faze. Faz. Faz, I've got to remember to say Faz. Fee, you're most welcome. No, I got yours in. Oh, Piro there. That was we were nearly punished. We were nearly punished. No, you can join at any time, Fee. You join at any time. It's just obviously somebody coming on in 20 minutes and predicting the score is a bit. Oh, well played by the Leeds player Piro there. Left-footed, but it was always going wide, and it was. Spriggs is in. Hello, how are you? Don't go mad if I ignore any comments. It's because obviously I'm watching and commentating on the game and not the chat. I've got mods in to keep an eye on the chat. Leeds are through again. Oh, Vestergaard, lovely defending. But Leicester have lost it. They can't get it away. Leeds are coming back to them. Oh, it's all Leeds at the moment. Faz there. Oh, it's a bad ball out. It was headed straight back in from Leeds. Oh, just with Leicester defending well. I've got to be honest with you, we had to. Leeds, I did say Leeds were going to come at us. Leeds, they've got fast breaks, the number one. Goals from fast breaks, the number one. High turnovers, the first as well. I've got 37 in, 22 likes. Come on, let's see what we can do with that. It's been a very nervy start. True Red, hello, sir. Luke, how are you? Been a while. How's your season going? Not very well looking at the table. Anyway, throwing for Leeds on the far side. This is what we would have expected. I'm sure this was what Enzo would have said Leeds were going to do. They were going to come at us. They want to attack us. They want to get that early goal. Thank you, Fee. Yeah, it is fast and aggressive. So Leeds onto the far side, playing it back into their own half. It's back with the goalkeeper for Leeds United. So Leeds again, they've got the space of the freedom of the KP at the moment. It's down here onto the left. Oh, they are teasing us. Can't get the ball across, though. Piera gets in the way. Oh, but now that was played through. Oh, that was good. That was good. Again, it was kept in. Hermansen says he kept it in. They said no, it's gone out for a corner. Yeah, it doesn't look to be a good start for you, Luke. So it's a corner on the near side. Remember, Leeds left, right to left. Corner comes in. Oh, it's a good header clear. But again, it's headed back by Leeds. Leeds have still got it. At the moment, Leicester can't get on the ball. Nice by number 8 for Leeds. Leicester really are struggling. We're giving that Leeds midfield so much space. They're just saying now that this is probably the toughest that 6 minutes in, the toughest 6 minutes that we've actually had to face. So Leicester, Winks is on the ball. They need to just calm it down. Right, now Leicester. Fatawu brings it inside, tries a long shot, comes back to Cassidy. Ricardo, Winks, ends up back with Winks now. At least we managed to get onto the ball for once. Leeds boss David Fark, he said that he would not set out his team to come for a draw. And to be honest with you, fair play to the guy. Yeah, he's doing that. 54% of the game is in the Leicester third. Oh, Mavadini came in at the back there. I think we've got a corner. It's a lovely cross over. Lovely cross. But it's a corner. Leicester's first corner on the far side. We are kicking left to right, remember. Could we get another goal from the corner? Oh, Justin went in there. Likes a header from a corner. And likes a goal from a corner. Good evening, George. Faz. Ends up. Ricardo. Playing a bit more defensive. I think he's maybe having to. Vestergaard. Short ball. To Winks. Leicester now. Back to being Leicester. Just holding it up in that defence. Oh, lovely. Oh, it's a lovely through ball from Vestergaard, but just a little bit too far ahead of Cassidy for him to try and get to it. Eighth tier Sheppey FC have just taken the lead against League Two Walsall. Hey, the FA Cup. Don't you just love it? And say that now we've won one. So now Leeds coming forward. They've got the space. We're giving them space in that midfield. We're not closing them down too much at the moment. We do, Fee. Yes, happy birthday to Steve Walsh. His birthday today. I'm guessing he's at the stadium. You can't imagine that he isn't. Oh, a long ball all the way across to the Leeds on the near side. Oh, it was a bad cross. Oh, it was a lovely ball down to Somerville. Absolutely had the freedom of the KP again down this left-hand side. Broke down towards the goal. But it was a bad ball he then played into the box. Thank you, True. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, after last season, I can't believe it. 10 minutes gone. 10 minutes in. 0-0. Justin, good defending there. Gets in front of the Leeds player. Stops it going out for any sort of a corner. And it's just a throw-in on the far side near the corner flag for Leeds United. 54% possession to Leicester, 46 to Leeds. 2 shots for Leicester, 1 for Leeds at the moment. There's going to be a goal kick to Leicester now. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. They're just showing that ball again out from defence. Number 25 for Leeds had all the space in the world, but Mavadini and Ricardo, it's a corner now. Mavadini and Ricardo between them managed to clear it, but it is a corner to Leeds. They chip it into the box. Headed clear. Vestergaard, I think it was. The crowd are singing straight back up Leicester City. Let's hope so. Let's hope we get another 3 points to that today. From a neutral, if you're a neutral and you're watching this, you will be absolutely loving it. From a Leicester perspective, it's a little bit harder. Through ball there, but it's going to go all the way through as it does there and ends up with Hermansen. Vestergaard is going to probably pass it back to Hermansen. Yes, he is. Cashaday. He had 2 Leeds players on him there, and he lost it, got it back, and then we lost it again. So Leeds have it at the moment in the Leicester half, midway into the Leicester half, but it goes back onto the halfway line and into the Leeds half as they keep possession. Pirro trying to break through there. Fatawu. Now they said that would have been a free kick, I think, in the Premier League, but play on, says the referee. Quite rightly as well, it's a man's game. Now Leicester City can break. Bringing into Dewsbury Hall. Finds Mavididi. Keeps on his feet. The ball comes across and there's nobody on this side for Leicester. Nobody was coming up on the right-hand side. It was a brilliant run by Mavididi. He got the ball from Dewsbury Hall. He could have gone down. He didn't. He stayed on his feet, got the ball across, and there's only Vardy in the box. And he was nowhere near up with play at all. And there was nobody. If there'd been somebody on the far side running up, where was Fatawu? You know what? Bit of shameless advertising here. This Prime lemon and lime is rather nice. Probably won't sleep all night now. Faz on the ball. Finds Fatawu. Brings it inside onto his foot, but he plays it back to Cassidy. He goes all the way back onto the halfway line and Vestergaard. Winks now. Mavididi back to Winks. Our passing... Oh, it was all the way back to Hermansen. Our passing stats must be absolutely off the scale. You have a Tango Berry. I enjoy that, mate. Justin. I don't know why I drink it. I have an energy drink, then I'm up all night. It's just typical of me, that. So Leicester at the moment just taking control of the game. No, that was a lovely ball through. Dewsbury Hall, though, headed it on, but again, nobody there. But certainly now, with 15 minutes gone, we are more into the game. Now, oh, lovely from Leicester. Oh. Now, we lost the ball, but now Leeds are breaking into the box. He's looking for the pass. They're looking for the shooting opportunity, and when it came, it was a weak one. Daisy cutter straight into Manson's arms. Big break then from Leeds. It was Leicester's ball in their own half. We lost it, and what a quick break. And now we're coming away down the far side with Mavididi. Oh, a little bit of trickery from him. Oh. Dewsbury Hall, it hit the back of his heel, but he's managed to keep hold of it. So Leicester still have the ball. And we just slow it down again as it's with Faz. Back to Vestergaard. Been a high-quality game so far. I mean, to be honest with you, both teams, they've really looked dangerous. Long ball up from Hermanson to basically to his opposing number. This is I know we're only 17 minutes into the game, but I do feel like it's on a knife edge. Could go either way. So it's a long ball to Leeds, who I think we're going to corner off Fatawu on the near side. They're just saying how well Daniel Farke has done at Leeds. Good manager, to be honest with you. Was named by a few people for the Leicester job. Oh, was that a penalty? No, full. Leeds are screaming for a penalty, but the referee says, nope, not having any of it. Let's have a look. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think it was. I mean, was he pushing him in his back? No. I think the referee was spot on there. Absolutely spot on. That was good ref in there. Oof! Oh, Hermanson. He got away with one and somehow managed to get the ball to Fatawu, who's bringing it away now. Oh, tries to do too much. He had the option on there, Fatawu. And it's offside, thank God. Fatawu, what the hell are you doing? You had two players to the left of you that you could have passed it to. No, I don't think you're just showing the penalty claim again. As far as we can see, there was no contact with the feet. I think that was a good refereeing decision. Fatawu there. Oh my God. So Leeds United coming forward again. This is end to end. Oh, good defending. Oh, we're giving away again. We're just not holding on to the ball. There's no way I'm looking at this. I'm probably going to be the kiss of death now. This can't end 0-0. We did. Oh, that's a free kick. Yeah. Fatawu pulled down. Oh, referee's going to have a word. We're going to see a booking here. We're going to see the first booking. No, I don't think so. He's going to have a word with Byram. Fatawu was away there. Byram took one for the team. Whew. Anybody else nervous? Or is it just me? Faz now, back to Vestergaard. So Leicester enjoying a little bit of possession at the moment. Now, Dewsbury Hall. Cassidy, Fatawu is out on the drone on the left here. Chips it in. Oh, a little bit too over, but Mavadidi can still get it. Oh, it just would not fall for Leicester. Ooh. That was the best chance for Leicester. I think it's a free kick to Leeds anyway. And the Leeds have it now on the near side. Oh, more nervous tonight, Jeff. Much more nervous. Apparently, Dan James is being told to help Archie Gray out against Steffi Mavadidi. Somerville has a much freer roll down the left of for Leeds. Oh, good defending there between them. Somehow managed to get it away. Fatawu managed to come back. I think Vestergaard kind of defended, kicked it up in the air, and Fatawu had to, I think, head it out in the end. Yeah, not sure what that flick was, but it was a good reading of the game by Fatawu. We don't get this player signed up. There is trouble. We need to sign Fatawu. Right. Oh, I just heard those two words I don't like. Zonal marking. Do you remember? I don't like zonal marking. That, please don't tell me. Now, Somerville again causing us problems. Oh, good defending. Yeah, well, we need to watch this left-hand side. Oh, come on. Booking. That's going to be the second one. Byram on Fatawu. Yeah, he's got the card out. So you're going to have to be careful now, Sam Byram. "25 minutes gone. If we didn't know we were going to be in a game, we know it now. "26 minutes gone. 51% down the left here. Fatawu now coming at Leicester. Can he get revenge? Being helped out by Cassidy, but he's cleared it to the left. Oh! He got right to the byline, crossed the ball in, but just couldn't get it past the first defender. Faz is going to let it go out here. Take the throw in himself. Goes back to Vestergaard. He did, Jeff. You're right. And to be honest with you, he's been their best player so far for Leeds as Somerville. 26 minutes gone. The Mavadidi. So Winks there, just calming things down in the centre of the field. Oh, lovely ball over to this side, and Fatawu. And it goes back to the halfway line and Faz again. Winks there was said it was pulled down, but the referee this time says no foul and Leeds can bring it away. Down this far side, once again with Somerville. Oh, but he runs into Faze more than Faze tackling him. Goes back to Manson, back to Faze, and Faze brings it out down this left-hand side. So Cassidy now having a chance to shine with no Ndidi. I don't think he is David for me. I'm going to be honest with you. Respect. Oh, now then, Dewsbury Hall, lovely turn. He's got the space. Plays it across to Fatawu. He's like trying to line up a shot. Oh, Cassidy. It was a bad ball to Cassidy. For me, David, he's not been. And like I say, I'd sooner have the referees in this division without VAR. Can Mavididi get to this one? Yes, he does. Oh, but it's gone out. He's very unlucky. He did well to even get a foot to it. But I'd sooner have the refs in this division with no VAR than the refs in the Premier League with VAR, David. That's your choice. We're never going to get a referee unless we win 5-0 and we get every single decision and the opposition get 2 players sent off. We're never going to get a referee where we're going to sit there and go, that was a great refereeing performance. Are we really? So, Leeds coming away on the far side. Into the Leicester half, running at the Leicester box. It's a chip in, but well, it's wide, wide and wide. What does everybody else think about the referee? Luke, yes, 100 million%. If you might remember Dan, the Burnley fan, he said when we came down, he said, you'll love it. You'll love it, love it. You'll love having no VAR. Yeah, well, Mamadou, welcome along. How are you? Yes, it is going to be. It's not going to be easy at all. You're quite right. But Leicester come away down the centre now with Winks. Oh, it's a long run by Winks. Nobody's tried to tackle him. Yeah, Ricardo Pereira is getting all over. He is all over. With Faz now. Jack, how you doing? Oh, don't say that, Nate. He gave Byram a yellow. Here's Mavididi. Oh, running into the box. Oh, somehow it's got through to the goalkeeper. He is. He's being made to work for it, Jack. He really is. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jeff. He's not a happy chappy. I've got to be honest with you. Winks just controlling that midfield. There's 3 players around him. Faz. I know if we do not sign Fatawu at the, I'd just sign him in January. I mean, if there's a reason, maybe FFP. I don't know why we've only got him on loan at the moment. I don't think we've got an option to buy with Fatawu. I'm not sure. Somebody will remind me. Hopefully we have, because if we do not sign him, somebody will nip in. Dewsbury Hall asking for a free kick there. He's not getting it. Yeah. Somerville is their player. of the match so far. But you see, this is what we've got to be careful of. All right, we're way ahead of Burnley at this point, and you could argue about the standard of players that we bought. But, you know, look at Burnley last season and look at them this season. We've got to watch that when we go up. Oh, there is an option to buy. Oh, Fatawu! It comes off a Leeds player. He crosses it in. But again, nobody really up there with him. Mavididi now on the far side. Takes it to the byline. Oh. And it's a throw-in off Archie Gray for Leicester. I hope we get first option then. That guy needs signing. I don't think his referee is awful. Yeah, if you can do, Jack, appreciate that. Winks on the ball, looking for options. Somehow comes to Justin. 33 minutes gone. Long ball coming out to Fatawu on this side. Oh, this guy is just absolutely there. Oh! Whoa! How did that not go in? It hit the was crossbar, and now Leeds come away down the far side. Somerville now. Oh, Leeds after a penalty. I don't think they're going to get one. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fatawu. OMG. How the hell did that not? The ball was a long ball over the top to him. Superbly took it down. Got it on his left foot. Brought it into the middle of the pitch. Had a shot. It was goal written all over it. Somehow it just hit the post. Wow. Post or bar. Oh. It hit the woodwork. Put it that way. Oh. Whoa. Yeah, it was. It was an in. I mean, oh. The goalkeeper was like, where's that gone? And Leeds nearly broke away. Leeds player went down in the box, but the referee was saying no penalty. So that when we're criticising the referee here, in the Premier League, I think Leeds might have had 2 penalties by now. Oh my God, let me just calm down after that. Whoa. I think Luke probably heard me in Australia. I mean, you know, we're still not. I mean, the Sky put a thing up, and I shared it, I think, to Facebook, that they put a thing up on their page saying, like, just watch this Winks goal. And I'm saying again and again and again, that would have been better than the Winks goal. I think. But anyway, we're back to play now. Normal play. And it goes back to Hermansen. Winks there. Just calmly passes it back to Vestergaard. That with Faze on the near side. It's a free kick to Leicester from Fatawu. Byram's got to be careful now. He has to be careful. And it goes down too easy. Somerville, when the penalty that they're asking for. No. Oh, come on, Somerville. Oh. Oh, they're just showing the goal again. Oh, it hit the crossbar. Wow. I mean, that was just. Oh. I think he could have easily got booked for diving. He is. Daniel Farker booked. No, he did. I mean, you've got to be careful. And they're just saying that, oh, it was a bad ball. Didn't get Fatawu, but can he get it back now? There was an arm on Somerville, but not. I mean, Leeds get a free kick. No, it was no way. Was it a penalty? No. Was that a penalty? Free kick to Leeds now. So Daniel Farke is in the book for his protest after the way the side weren't awarded a penalty. What a game. What a game. I think Leicester have been on top, to be honest with you, although it's 3 shots each. Best game of the season so far for me, I think. And I said that about Sunderland. But fair play to Leeds. No, they're not happy with him, Jack. But apparently... Faze goes back to Hermanson. 66% possession to Leicester now. At the moment, I tend to say... I said, are we on top? Oh, bad ball there from Leicester. Vardy not playing the best backward pass, and it's gone out for throw-in. That effort from Fatawu, wow! I just can't get over it. I mean, we're not. All right, we get the odd Vestergaard type goal, don't we? But let's be honest with you, we are scoring some. Goal of the season is going to be absolutely fun at the end of the season, I tell you. Excuse me. It is as well, Jack. I've got to be honest with you. I mean, I think there's one player that is standing out way, way, way above everybody else. But you just look at how the others are playing. Fatawu again. A lovely ball out, excuse me, to Mavididi on the other side. Running at the Leeds defence. Finds Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Can't get it back, though. They haven't got it away, though, yet, Leeds. Can we get a goal just before half-time? 40 minutes gone. Oh, Fatawu has a shot, high, wide. And can we have that back, please, Space Station? It was. He wasn't going to score with that one. Might have got 3 points at rugby. 1 for whatever. I don't understand rugby, so I don't know what I'm saying. Leeds now playing it dangerously at the back, but they've got it away. But not for long. Leicester win it back. Oh, Leicester winks here. He's just controlling the game. Mavididi keep it in. Yes, he can. Now he can run at the defence. Takes it to the byline. Can he get it across? Oh, again, nobody there. Oh, Fatawu falls over. He slides over. He was just lining up his shot there. But now Leeds break. 3 against 5. Ooh. There was a break then on from Leeds. Leicester had the players back in numbers. 3 of theirs against 5 of ours. 42 minutes. 42 minutes gone. What a game. Anybody tells me that this is not the best game of the season that they've seen.
This is Leicester Till I Die TV. Please subscribe now on YouTube. This is Leicester Till I Die TV.
So 43 minutes gone. Harry Wink's not happy with something there for Cassidy, giving him a right earful. Whew. Good defending there. Ricardo again just jumps up, heads it out for throw in midway into the Leicester half on the near side. Ricardo's he's struggling with Vardy. Apparently has had the most touches for Leicester with 17, second most touches. Yeah, he's struggling with Somerville. He's having a good game against, when I say struggling, I think anybody, you could put two players on Somerville today and you'd be struggling. Now, Leeds. Oh, a long shot there from Ampadu, was it? Thankfully, goes wide. Number 4 for Leeds. Oh, was that a corner? I'm not sure. I don't think it's been given as a corner. And he didn't really shout for it, if I'm honest with you. 44 minutes gone. Can't see there being much stoppage time, if I'm honest with you. It's 1 minute. Yeah, I played that one the other day. I put some music on the back, and I got a. You can't use that from YouTube, so I had to take it down. Whew. I think if we take 0-0 at half time, we could be heading for the first draw. Leeds, though, might have something to say about this. Somerville again on this near side. Oh, he was offside. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. Woof? That's my dog impersonation. There it is. It is half time. OMG. God. We could have, well. I don't know what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts? Leicester City 0, Leeds United 0. Oh, well, I'm knackered. We've got another 45 minutes of this to go through. Please. Thoughts on that first half? 63% possession to Leicester. Both of us have had 4 shots. Apparently, we've not had one on target, but we did at the crossbar, obviously, with Fatawu. John Newsom here, the ex-Leeds defender, is on BBC Radio Leeds. He said, 2 great football teams, both wanting to win the game and going hell for leather. It's a joy to watch. I think that he says they think they've edged it in terms of chances. I'm not so sure. Could go either way. I hope you're talking about the game, not yourself there, Jeff. But yes, I agree. Again, nerves, yeah. Tense, nervous headache. You better believe it. Oh, God. All I will say is, and I hope I will still be playing this at the end.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Hello, Matt Elliott here.
Hi, Alan Smith here.
Hey guys, Ian Hume here.
Hi everybody, Jerry Taggart here.
Be sure to watch
Chris and Leicester Till I Die TV
for all the latest Leicester City news and information.
You can also subscribe on YouTube and various social media channels
for the latest updates and news on Leicester City Football Club.
Come on, you foxes!
Dave, Luke, and I've got to say, been able to say this to Luke because he's not been in since I did it. But here we go. Luke's joined
Australia.
us.
How are things down under?
Morning,
That
Luke.
even looks like you, Luke.
All right,
oh God! Look, bring me down. What is that? Is that the best 45 minutes of football that we've seen this season as a neutral?
Absolutely. That's probably the first thing I was going to say. As a neutral, that must be a really good game of football to watch. That is a Premier League quality game through and through.
Yeah, that's incredible. Scary, but incredible.
Scary. Scary is not the word. Dave, let's just have a look. I mean, Leeds started aggressive. In that first 10 minutes, I think we hardly managed to get our foot on the ball, did we?
No, not at all.
Oh, he's up.
No, I'm just going to turn this light off. Hold on.
He's pooed his pants.
Oh, wrong light.
We'll wait for you, Dave. Don't worry, mate. You know, when you're ready, let us know.
What are you on about?
When you're ready.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
This isn't the radio. We can see what you're doing. Now Luke's doing an impersonation of the Magic Bloody Roundabout. What's going on with everybody?
Well, to be fair to Luke, it is about 5 in the morning or something. So.
That is true. That is true. Dave, those first 10 minutes, Leeds, and I guess we knew they would do, but my God, they were aggressive in that first 10 minutes, weren't they?
Absolutely amazing, weren't they? Really were. And we looked like we didn't expect it, but we should have done because it was pretty obvious that's what they do. I don't know what it is. A couple of mistakes when they're at the back there really scare the crap out of me, I tell you. I can just see it happening. But Pereira was brilliant, wasn't he, Ricardo? I mean, goodness me, I think that's probably his best half I've ever seen him play.
Luke, I mean, taking that point up, I mean, he has literally, along with Winks, he's like been the Duracell dummy. He's been all over. But Somerville is getting quite a bit of freedom down this left-hand side for Leeds.
He is Somerville, and as Dave is 100% right, Ricardo's going to be knackered at the end of this game because he usually plays, that inverted wingback role, but he's dropping back to cover for Faze. It's basically Faze and Ricardo versus Somerville. It's been absolutely brilliant. It's just end to end. There's this, I think Ricardo's going to be gassed by tonight.
And Dave, 1905, you'll remember this.
I do. It was a good year for grapes.
Well, I trod on a grape once. It didn't say anything, just let out a little wine.
Oh, God.
This is what they want. Sorry, that was a joke for my radio audience there. But 1905, Bristol City, the last team in the second tier. won 14 out of the first 15 games. We can match that if we do it. I'm not sure. I mean, you've gone for 2-2. It could be the most exciting 0-0 of the season.
Well, I did kind of mention that as well, didn't I? I thought, it could have been a 0-0, but I don't think it will be. I don't think they can keep this. They're just showing the hit the bar job.
Oh,
amazing!
We'll come on to that. That
yeah, I know. But no, I don't think they can keep that up. Defenders can't. I mean, God, imagine playing in the back four tonight.
Dave, I'll stick with you for this one. If we don't sign Fatawu, I mean, I know apparently we have got an option to buy. I wasn't sure. Nate says we have got an option to buy with him.
Have we? Okay.
If we don't, that'll be worse than Lookman, won't it? When we missed out on him, we've got to buy him in January, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. I didn't rate Lookman that much. I'd seen him quite a lot at Fulham and other places, and he, he's a one-off wonder. This guy looks the real deal, and so quickly as well. Not many games, and he's settled in so quick. I mean, that is incredible.
Luke, I mean, they're just showing the attempt again. But Luke, yeah, I mean, compared to Fatawu, Lookman, he was a how can I put this politely? He was second best when it comes to Fatawu. At the time, he was good. Maybe if we'd signed Lookman, we wouldn't have got Fatawu.
I love you guys both, but I'm actually going to have to disagree with you guys here. I love Fatawu, and I definitely think he is young. He could end up being a lot better than Lookman. But where we're at right now, I think Lookman is actually the better player, and he didn't get a really good fair run of games when he played for Leicester. He was obviously always played on the right-hand side when he's a left-sided winger, and Barnes had that role. And I've still got that second game with PSV burned into my mind where he was absolutely a star. So I've got a lot of time for Lookman, but as for Fatawu, he's had an absolute cracking first half, and so has Mavididi. Both our wingers are absolutely putting their fullbacks to the sword.
Before we get on to Fatawu and his goal, I don't know how we dare argue with both of us and say we're both wrong.
You're not wrong. I like Lookman, sorry.
Well, no. I mean, it's
all right. Look, he likes Vestergaard, so I shouldn't worry too much.
And you loved Armani.
Yeah, see, you brought it up again. I didn't.
All I will say, Luke,
your opinion is wrong.
There we go. But look, yeah. You put me off now, Dave. What was I going to say? Before we get on to how good Fatawu is, there was a chance in the first half. We've already watched the first half where he had the ball. He had an option of two Leicester players to the left of him, Dave, and he decided he wanted to show off and go on his own. He lost the ball. Leeds got it, broke away, could have scored. And you're thinking, like, all right, as good as a talent as you are, if there's two Leicester players that are unmarked and you've got a Leeds player on you, actually try passing the ball to a teammate.
Yeah, I think that's the price you pay for these guys, isn't it? And we had the same with Mahrez, Barnes. They're just those sort of players. When they give it, pass it, you say it would be a bit greedier and go for it. I did notice one as well. There was an easy ball down the line he could have played, and he decided to cut inside again. And I thought, you big mistake there. But he's a kid, isn't he? He's only young, and he's given us more than I expected. More than I expected from him.
At the Japanese babies, I'll tell you if that goal had gone in. Yeah, I did get scared, Luke. At about 25 minutes, there was a corner for Leeds, and I heard those two words that no Leicester City fan wants to hear, and that was zonal marking. I mean, please don't tell us we are going to go back to zonal marking.
No. A couple of seasons ago, watching any corner against us gave me anxiety, but I think we're all right now.
Do you think it's the fact it's zonal marking, or do you think it's the fact we were just bad in the air and we had a goalkeeper, to be fair, who didn't want to come and get the ball?
I don't get zonal marking because if I'm in this square here, that's my square, but my player goes over there, or the player I'm marking goes over to my left, and nobody's picking him up.
Mm-hmm.
He's out my zone. What do I do?
Well, you get somebody else to do it.
Yeah, but if nobody else is there, so
Well,
it's free. He scored.
Well, what happens is it's their job to be there, and if they're not there, then it's not your problem, and that's how it was seen. That's not my problem.
That was happening, wasn't it, last season?
Yeah, but it wasn't. You know, if you're a central defender and it's out on the outside, it's not your problem, and that's we can see a lot of goals from balls going wide and then being pulled in, and goals came from it. But because it was nobody else's problem apart from maybe one person, nothing was done about it. Nobody else would pick up. You never saw Barnes running back to pick up the winger.
No, but defending though, like a corner.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing, Chris. Really, yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, you know,
man-to-man marking. You're told at the start of the game, Luke, aren't you? You mark him, and wherever he goes, when it's a corner or whatever, you mark him. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing to mention as well with corners is that Madsen Manson commands his box, and he will come out and he will challenge and smack that ball and clear it. Like he pimp slaps that ball about nearly to the halfway line at one point in that game. So I think that's the biggest thing, whereas you never would see Schmeichel do that. So
no.
Yeah.
Dave, Somerville, what a player for Leeds. 51% of their attacks are coming down this left-hand side. And as much as Ricardo is doing well, he is getting a bit of the freedom of the KP, isn't he, Somerville?
Well, he is. And in fact, early on, Ricardo caused a lot of it. But then he sort of amended by sorting it out. So he's got to be a bit careful because it only takes one slip. Faze, I don't know. I still think he's too casual. I think, he put in a couple of great tackles, but it just worries me, those two down that side. But, we've dealt with it. So
yeah. We have so far. A few people in the chat, Luke, were saying that the referee's awful. I must admit, I would have to argue with that personally.
Thank you. I'm hoping that you were going to bring that up. I wanted to come in here and actually about 25 minutes into the game, I wrote a note saying what a great job the ref has done. The only thing I can really slate him for was that foul on Keenan Dewsbury Hall. That should have been a second yellow card for, I think his name's Amber. I forgot his name, but he's skating on thin ice because Fatawa's got him in his back pocket. He's going to get sent off if he's not careful. But I thought the ref was brilliant.
I think it is.
Byron,
Yeah,
sorry.
he bottled the first one, didn't he? He should have booked him for that. You're right. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think he's a bad ref, and I think he's fine.
No, okay.
But do we accept that, Dave? Because I'd sooner have that type of referee than the stupid bloody VAR we're going to get back next season.
Yeah, well, the trouble is referees book for any silly purpose nowadays, and it's not right. It's not the way football should be played.
No,
there's got to be challenges. I mean, Farker was going mental about that penalty, wasn't he? He thought, I mean, God, that was never a penalty. He may have trod on his heel, but he didn't mean to take him out. So therefore, it's not a foul. Therefore, it's not a penalty. So managers don't help.
The referee.
Yeah, it was a great decision. There's a couple of times when Leeds players have gone down, and you think, they're trying it on, and the referee said, "Yeah, get on with it."
Right, I'm going to end it there because they've come out for me. So, guys, thank you very much. Luke, thanks very much. I don't know if my heart will stand another 45 minutes of this.
Great to see you, Luke.
If you're back on, if you both think you're welcome on at full time. If I'm not here, I've had another heart attack. Carry on without me.
All right, guys.
I get yourself somebody for Monday morning, Dave.
Yeah, we'll do. Cheers, pal.
See you guys after the game.
See you later.
Bye-bye. So here we go for the second half. OMG, how exciting is this? Oh, we didn't even get a chance to talk about the goal. So here we go. How are we doing? We have to win today. Yeah, Byram, I got that. Great, thank you. So Leicester kick off. They are kicking now from right to left. They're kicking off across towards the Kop, which of course is their preferred choice in the second half when they win the toss. Leeds are coming strong again at the start of the second half. So it's back with Hermanson. Plays it out here to Justin. Apparently Burnley were interested in Hermanson. I don't remember that. Don't forget, guys, please smash the likes. But Leeds have the ball now. They're coming back at Leicester again. Still got it. Oh, has that gone out for a corner? No. They are shouting over a lot of penalties, Leeds. Oh, here come Leicester. Mavididi needs to pass it. Now he has, but Leeds have got players back. Again, there was an option for him to pass out to the right. Well, it's gone now. Fatawu. Cassidy. Oh, it's in. It didn't quite get through to Vardy. So Leicester. Oh, lovely ball from Winks. Through to Fatawu. Chips it in, but again, good defending from Leeds. Throwing to Leicester on the far side. Just almost equal, just inside the penalty box line. Right. So Leicester now. The throw in, is it now to Leeds? So here we go. Oh, free kick to Leeds. Jay's in. Getting in, Jay. It's a. Ooh. Yeah, they were just showing then a possible penalty for Leeds. It did well. He couldn't have got, his hand was where it should be, down by his side. It was shot at him. It was never going to be a penalty to Leeds, that one. It's a tough game, mate. It's a tough game. So, but Leeds have the ball now. Oh! Somerville. Oh, again, great defending by Ricardo. Is Ricardo going to be man of the match here? I think so far it has to be honest with you. Yes, he did. He did indeed. Faz. Justin. Chips it up and over, but it only goes to a Leeds player. Bit too casual. He is. He's been awesome. Oh, good defending. Was that Ricardo again? It was. Ricardo again helping to clear. Just tidy up at the back. Fatawu now on the far side. The crowd get up every time Fatawu gets the ball. The crowd get excited. Can he get past the Leeds player? No. Good defending by the Leeds defender there. Game's really picked up where it finished off in the first half. Oh, that would have been goal. That would have been up there with the Winks one, mate, if it had gone in. Leicester City, when scoring first, we've done that in 11 games. We've won 11 games. When Leeds went scoring first, they've done it in 5 games. They've won 5 games. Whoa, this could go either way. The corner. Again, it's Ricardo. Be interesting to see what he's going to be knackered. Yeah, Jay, we need to. I've said this. Don't even wait till the end of the season. Do it in January. Right, it's a corner for Leeds. They're kicking left to right, all in white, on the far side. It's in, but it doesn't get past the first man. It's out for a throw-in. Leicester, of course, all in blue in their home kit. They've got a new, I did mention it earlier, a new red strip in the old strip sense. What's the word? I'm looking for a word and I can't think. Retro, that's it, retro. New red retro kit for sale, just in time for Criggy. Or do I get the orange one? James now for Leeds. Leicester defending stoutly. So Leeds defending, coming forward, just sneaking into Leicester's half now. Oh, Ritter though, good ball. Piru, what a save! What a save! Leeds. What a save from Hermanson. Leeds pressure at the moment. At the moment, it's all Leeds. Oh, a shot there from Leeds, but it literally was a daisy cutter. Goes all the way through to Hermanson, who just falls on the ball and says, let's just calm it down here, guys. But what a save from Pirro. They're just saying there it was a parry away from the goal as well. He didn't push it back out into the danger area. He pushed it out to the side. Yeah, I mean, we've said this, Luke, with Enzo. He has reformed that bond between the players, the team, and the fans. And Acho's warming up at the moment. Doesn't know whether that means he's going to be coming on. It's all a bit frantic, they're saying on the BBC. That is an understatement. Which way is that going to go? It's a Leicester throw-in. The pace is unbelievable. Now, that's the BBC. That's not just me. Are we going to see an Acho coming on? We are. We've scored more goals in the last 20 minutes, Jeff, than any other team in this division. But at the moment, Leicester can't seem to get it away. Just in there. Doesn't quite get it to a Leicester player. It goes out for a Leeds throw-in. Just saying about Winks, about why no other team, especially a Premier League team, didn't come in. And if you were a Crystal Palace, even a Nottingham Forest, Luke, or somebody, then why weren't you going for this Harry Winks? Because to be honest with you, he's better than this division. Oh, Cassidy, that was a bad catch, but yeah, I think the referee just waiting to see where the ball was going to go there. We weren't able to keep it in, so he actually blew. Yeah, Iheanacho's coming on. The blue and yellow zigzag training top is coming off. Well, not coming off, it's off. I'm guessing he's going to come on for Vardy. They're saying here, who is going to blink first? The moment, though, Leeds are coming away again. Oh! Defending from Justin. What fantastic defending. My God. This defending. I mean, it was off his toe. Oh, James has a shot and it goes towards the corner flag, but it's another corner as it happens. There's a corner to Leeds. Absolutely brilliant defending, Gray. Arm goes up, left arm from the corner taker for Leeds. Leeds have done it. You can't say that it wasn't coming. We can't say it wasn't coming. There was a corner. Chipped up. Tacks it up. Hermerson. Again, a great save. Oh, Byram, who shouldn't really want to be on the pitch. But he ran in. So, yeah. Kelechi is on for Vardy. Yeah, I haven't updated the score yet, guys. I will do that now. Well, that's taken the wind out the sails. Now we'll see what Leicester are made of, I guess. So, will Leicester score 2 tonight? It was coming. So, we've come from behind before, but we haven't really played this level of opposition. But Leeds have got the tails up now. LCFC, it is a very bad time to come in. So it's Hermansen had to get there first. Pirro was closing in. But now Kelechi's chasing the ball back, but it's going to go back to the Leeds keeper who boots it upfield. So 60 minutes gone. We are 30 minutes away from our second defeat. Hello, Bournemouth. How are we doing this morning, this evening, this afternoon, this day? Is it Paddy? I don't think there was there, Jeff? Leicester at the moment just can't get the ball, and now Leeds come away with it on the far side. It was. Well, hopefully we'll be back. Good win for you at the weekend over Burnley. Don't miss all that VAR nonsense. We'll be back. Hopefully you'll still be there, Pads. I'm sorry, Craig, can't resist it. Hopefully you'll still be back there, mate. You'll still be up there. That was a very, very important win for you. 61 minutes gone. Leicester City 0, Leeds 1. Matt Piper's just saying here, probably they deserve it, Leeds, on the balance of play. They've been relentless towards the Leicester goal. Like I say, we've gone behind before, but this is the Leeds, and we've not played a team like this as good as this before. Iheanacho loses out there. Yeah, the Leeds player down there, they're just making a good point. Leicester didn't put the ball out, but Leeds had the ball. When the player went down, Leeds had the ball. So Leeds could have put it out themselves. They didn't, so it's not really up to Leicester to put it out. We certainly do. We certainly do, Craig. Send me a message, and we will get that pint organised. The interesting thing here is that Leeds have not dropped a single point from a winning position so far this season. A win here would breathe new life into the automatic promotion race. Leicester and Ipswich running away with it, but this could change things. It was an easy goal for Rutter, in fairness. Yeah, it was an absolutely simple tap in. But look, we are full. I don't know if we've. Just checking the table here. I'm not sure that was actually an up-to-date one. So we are still 11 points clear of Leeds United. But no shot on targets for Leicester. Chowdhury about to come on, I think. Well, they're saying Chowdhury's going to be coming on for Cassidy. I think the interesting thing is once you get past Leicester and Ipswich, it's been different teams every week that have been in the playoff positions. So we've kicked off again. Leicester with the ball. Cassidy, who may be coming off, has it. Vestergaard, Winks, back to Vestergaard. Faz, yeah, a little bit lackadaisical there, but he does get it back to Hermanson, who passes it out to Vestergaard. So Chowdhury is coming on for Cassidy on 66. Gives some extra bite to the midfield, I think. Leicester now with Dewsbury Hall. What can he do? Avadidi sneaking into the middle field. Winks plays it all the way across to Fatawa on the far side. They can't risk sitting back on this Leeds, but Leicester need to get something and get something quickly. Chowdhury unable to link through and pass it through, but we get a throw in on the far side midway in the Leeds half. Somerville now. I'm going to do some defending. So Mavadidi now. Winks. Out to Justin on the near side. Mavadidi. Oh, almost getting through there. It was a lovely move by Leicester. Not quite able to get it through. Mavadidi says, come on to the crowd. Get behind us. So Faz on the far side. Plays it out to Fatawu. Back to Faz. Play it over to Chowdhury. To Justin here, who's quite central. Finds Faz on the far side. He's going to play it to Fatawu. Come on, Leicester. Faz turns on the ball. Plays a lovely ball through. It's a corner to Leicester. There's a lovely ball there, in fairness, from Faz. Couldn't quite get Mavadidi through. He was being marked off the ball. But we get the corner. He's asking for backing. It's a corner for Leicester on the far side. Dewsbury Hall. Socks down. Chips it in. It's a header in. Oh, it doesn't quite get to Faz. Winks now. Plays it across to Dewsbury Hall. Back to Fatu on the far side. If only his goal had gone in earlier after bad ball back to Dewsbury Hall. Oh, doesn't quite get it through to Mavadidi. Only that first goal had gone in. Ifs, buts and maybes. But now Leeds coming forward. We have to be careful of this. We're going forward too far too quickly. But we don't. We get the ball back. Dewsbury Hall coming up. Place it out here to Mavadidi on the left. Chips it in Mavadidi. Oh, Fatu on the far side. Oh, it's just high though. Into the last 20 minutes, 19 minutes to go. It was a superb cross from Mavadidi. One winger to the other. Just hits it. Doesn't even wait for it to land. He just hits it in mid-air. He just couldn't keep it down, Fatu. Still no shot on target from Leicester. The long ball up from Hermansen. Ricardo. Just calms it down, gets it across to Chowdhury. Now Fatu. Leicester come again. Crowd cheer. It's chopped up into the box. Mavadidi on this side takes it down. Not quite the first touch he probably would have hoped for, but he did well to get to it. Brings it on the inside. Runs into the box. Iheanacho. Gets hold of it. Chowdhury. Goes out all the way on the other side to Fatu. Got two defenders with him. Kelechi Iheanacho tries a shot, but it comes straight off a Leeds player. Leicester still have it, but it's back in the centre circle with Vestergaard. Now it's out to Justin. The crowd are getting a bit noisier now. Oh, lovely ball through to Dewsbury Hall. Oh, he can't get his cross in, but it's out for a corner. 72 minutes gone. Dewsbury Hall had all the space in the world, but the cross was poor. But we have got a corner out of it. Dewsbury Hall with the near side now with a corner. Smash those likes, please, ladies and gentlemen. Zonal marking from Leeds. Oh, Dewsbury Hall can't get it. Fatu, what was he doing? Oh, Leeds now. Oh, they're just swarming forward. It's 2 against 3. Leicester got the defenders coming back now. Oh, it's a shot from Leeds, left-footed. But Hermansen was up to it. Throws it out. Mavadidi on the left now. Was that? Yeah, no, he kept it in, the Leeds player. It looked like he'd kept it in. Ricardo now gives a foul away. Leeds won't be any. Well, the Leeds player won't be any hurry to get up. Ipswich will be looking at this very happy at the moment. Eleven shots for Leeds, 6 for Leicester, 6 on target for Leeds, none on target for Leicester, and we are in the 74th minute. I think they're all watching this on the edge of the seat. Free kick from Leeds. all the way over. Oh, it's gone out. Oh, it's a goal kick. I thought it was a corner. I thought it came off Ricardo there, but it's gone out for a free goal kick. Quickly taken by Vestergaard this time. Justin. Leicester still yet to have a shot on target. 75 minutes. No shot on target. Comes forward. Leicester, though, still got it. Down with Fatuo on the far side. Good ball from Pierre, who runs into the box. He plays it back. Winks. Backs to Fatuo. He'll probably pass it back to Winks. Yes, he does. He's got Chowdhury to his left. Plays it infield to Ricardo. Out to Fatuo. 75 minutes gone. Dewsbury Hall, Kelechi Iheanacho. Been pretty ineffective, to be honest with you, since he came on. Oh, Somerville. And it's a throw. Winks did well there. Good cover by Winks. And gets a throw in. Enzo is standing up. He's looking a little bit concerned. He's got 3 subs left. We scored 12 goals. Cardiff 7, Ipswich 7 in the last 15 minutes of the game. But we've scored 12. We could do with one of those now. But at the moment, it doesn't look like it's coming. Leeds have really come to us with a game plan. They've done really well. Fatuo now. Pink boots. Sticking out. Chowdhury gets it. Back to Faz. Been a little bit too casual here, Leicester, but it goes out to Fatuo. We could do with a moment of brilliance from him. Chips it into the box. But it's like it just goes out for a goal kick. A point would I think what you mean there, Luke, is a point wouldn't be the worst result. I'd take a point at the moment. Can I see it happening? If I'm honest with you, Leeds have played really well. Oh, it's a free kick to Leeds. Leeds are playing gamemanship here. Yeah, off the boil a bit tonight, do you think, Fee, KDH? 78 minutes. Only 2 subs made. Oof. Playing it out from the back again. 12 minutes and any additional time to play. Never mind, Luke. Never mind. We only have slow mode on. Just obviously you get some silly people who come in and try and spam. It stops the spammers. Chowdhury. Ricardo. Chowdhury. Sorry, it was Iheanacho. Sorry. Now with Vestergaard. And we give the ball away. Good interception by Faz now. Ricardo finds Fatuo on the far side. A moment of magic from him could change the game. But he flings it all the way out to Mavididi on the near side. Plays it into Kieran Dewsbury Hall. Tries a 1-2. Doesn't, but it goes out for a corner. Short corner taken. KDH to Mavididi. Mavididi chips it into the box. And it's out for a corner on the far side. So now Leeds are having to do some defending. But Leicester have got to be careful. Vestergaard's up there. Sudden break from Leeds. And we could be 2 down. Then it's game over. Corner. Leeds can't get it away at the moment. They do now, and it goes all the way back to Manson. Because having said that, he's playing as a central defender there, as he does in his sweeper keeper role. Leeds are about to make a double change with 10 minutes to go. This is a bit strange, a bit of a strange feeling here, losing. Not lost yet, of course. 9 minutes to go. Justin attacking. It's the back 5 for Leeds. Oh, Justin pulled it. Oh, well, no, didn't get a free kick. Didn't get a free kick. And now Leeds come away. It's a perfect back line from Leeds there. Arsenal-esque, in fairness. For those of you that remember Arsenal. No free kick. Referee says get up. Fatawu now on the far side. Oh, we just can't. It's just not coming off for us in the box. We're trying to walk it in. Chowdhury on the ball. How we could do with a Winks goal now. Now, I would argue with you, Gray, because he could have given a couple to Leeds, which he didn't. At the end of the day, it's a man's game. I mean, God's sake, if you can't tackle... Oh, lovely ball to Fatawu. Now then. Oh, just hits it against the Leeds player. And they get it away again. Now, I think if you can't tackle, I think we've become pussies. I think we're used to these free kicks being given away in the Premier League, and you get a free kick for farting and knocking somebody over. Where here, yeah, it's a man's game. Yeah, but it's a better game. It's a better game. He's not waving everything on, Gray. It's advantage that he's playing. I'd sooner see this sort of football with this sort of refereeing. I mean, if we're going to be playing like stop, start, let's follow American football, to be honest with you. Respect your opinion, mate, but I would disagree with you on this one. The goal scorer's off. 7 minutes plus added time. Jorginho's on. So Pirro and Rutter are off. Bamford and Gurev. Now it's a free kick to Leicester. So Leicester Chowdhury now finds Fatawu on the far side. We're literally into the last 6 minutes. We do know the game's not over. Oh, Iheanacho there. Oh my God. I thought that was an equaliser then, but it's gone out. It's all about opinions, Luke and Gray. But now Leicester waste the corner. Oh, good defending by Chowdhury. Absolutely brilliant defending. The Leeds player goes down. Leicester don't have to play it out at all. We know why he's gone down. He wants to waste time. Fatawu now. But he loses it. It goes out for a Leicester throw-in. Now the Leeds player will be able to get a little bit of magic water on him. Yeah, you made a good point there, Luke. Some good points made. That was a good defending by Hamza. Solid, as you say. I mean, I didn't realise Hamza was that quick. I have to say, it's the fastest I've seen him run. But time's running out. 4 minutes to go. Best we can hope for now is maybe a 1-1. But no shot on target all game. Fair play to Leeds. Now. Oh, what's gone on here off the ball? Chowdhury now. Referee's having a talk. It was handbags there again. The card is out. Who's it going to be for? It's for the Leeds player. There's going to be a booking as well for Chowdhury here. That's it. Yeah, booking for Chowdhury. I think it was handbags, to be honest with you. Could have been worse, actually, Chowdhury. You have to be careful. So, 2 minutes to go. Yeah, it was in his face. It was in his face, Gray. Methinks, Gray, you've got some a certain pair of blue tinted glasses on today, mate. So 1 minute normal time now. That can be too hard. Yes, it is too hard for Fatawu. So looks like Leicester's second defeat of the season is coming up now. A Manson coming and heading it out here. Flag goes up against Bamford. Don't know what's going on here at the moment. So 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Whew. Oh, Iheanacho got the ball, but Leicester again. I'm worried about Leeds getting a second, to be honest with you. Bamford now. Winks bringing the ball forward. He's going to find Fatu on the far side. Left-footed. Over into the box. It's going to be out for a goal kick. 4 minutes now for Leicester. Point would be so good. Some more changes from Leeds. It will be added on, though. Dan James and Chowdhury just saying well done to each other as James goes off, I think. So, Gray and James are off. Ayling and Anthony are on for Leeds. Throw into Leicester, midway into their own half on the near side. Quickly taken by Justin. Out to Vestergaard. Vestergaard back to Hermansson. It's the wrong way, though. We need to be going the other way. Vestergaard. Surely we just need to be booting the ball up now. Justin. Can't. Honestly, we... Back to Vestergaard. For God's sake, get the ball up. Leicester, though. It's out to Fatu on the far side. Fatu, can he get round? He does. Bailey! How did that not go in? How the hell did that not go in? Leicester still have it, though. Oh, Mavididi this time has got a heavy touch. Oh! Oh, that was how that Dewsbury Hall. Great save. I've got to say, in fairness to the Leeds goalkeeper, it was a great save. At least we've got a shot on target, I guess, now. Iheanacho closing down the Leeds defender. But Leicester, they just literally... just haven't quite been at the races. Leeds have really shown the rest of the division how to play us. Fatawu chipped in, headed away, only as far as Winks. Mavadini gets a free kick. This could be it for Leicester. Leicester got a chance now. This is probably their last chance. It's a free kick. On the near side. 10 yards from the corner of the penalty box. Vestergaard's in there. Could he get his second? Faz. Justin. What a waste. What an absolute waste of a free kick. Justin, when does he ever take a free kick? That was a save, in fairness, from the Leeds goalkeeper. Whistle's surely got to go any time now. Just boot it up. No, Hermansen plays it out to Justin. He says, you're no good. Fuck off with the playing it around at the back. Get it up the fucking pitch. There it is. It's all over. A below par performance by Leicester. You cannot say that Leeds didn't deserve it. I hope there was no spoilers there from anybody. If there was, great, you've got permission, just kick them out. Anybody spoilt that there, kick them out. I wasn't looking, I'd got it full screen. I don't care who it is, whether it's Ray, whether whoever was with the spoilers. Before I announced it, great, just go and kick them out. So, full time. 1-0 to Leeds. It's our second loss. And you can't say that Leeds didn't deserve that. Fair play to Leeds. All right, cheers, Gray. Thank you. Well done, mate. Did you get a choice of how long you could time them out? All right, Fee, take care. Look after yourself. So, full time. Leicester City, we do not equal Bristol City's 1905 record. It is still intact. Oh, I've forgotten what this feels like, if I'm honest with you. But there we go. It's full time. It's Leeds United 1, Leicester City 0. One shot on target all game.
The TalkSport Fan Network is the ultimate on-demand destination for the UK's best fan-led football podcasts,
including Leicester Till I Die, independent analysis and reaction for the Foxes faithful.
The TalkSport Fan Network.
Unbeatable club-dedicated content created by the fans, for the fans.
Follow the podcast on the TalkSport Fan Network.
Oh, Luke, talk to me. Can't say. I've got to say first of all, well done to Leeds. They came, they gave us a game. We just didn't turn up. No shots. Do we have no shots? No, we had one on target from Kieran Dewsbury Hall at the end.
That's probably the first game this season where I've been angry or frustrated. I would have rather lost to Queen's Park Rangers than lose that game. I really, really wanted to. I think it's my ego, but I really wanted to stamp the authority. I'd forget the 17-point lead if we had won. I wanted to show that we were top dogs of the championship. This was the one game I was worried about, and we just lost it. But it is what it is. You can't win them all.
Yeah. Dave, your thoughts?
Disappointing, yeah. I thought we had nothing in that second half. I expected a bit more from them. I don't know. We were just stereotyped, weren't we? That second half, we just didn't change our way of playing.
No.
We didn't look anything up front, really, which was very, very disappointing.
One shot on target all game from this team.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not good enough, is it?
No, it's the last second as well, the shot, wasn't it? The header. But no, it was pretty poor. But then, you know, you can't, we've said it how many times, you can't go through a season being brilliant. You know, it's got to go wrong sometimes. It's just disappointing, like Luke said, that it was tonight. I would rather it have been Saturday than tonight.
I know what you're saying, but is there not, and I'm grasping at straws here, I know, but Luke, is it not saying, well, look, you know, we finished to a very good Leeds side?
We did, but it was just, I just so badly wanted to just, I don't know what to say, man. It was a frustrating game. I thought, I will say this, I hate to be negative, but I'm going to have to mention, I thought Cassidy was poor tonight.
Yeah.
I thought, you know, he interrupted a lot of the players. His touch was poor. He should have smashed that in the net, that first touch in that first half, but maybe I'm being harsh on the lad because he was starting to pick up a tiny bit of form, but I think we're missing Ndidi tonight.
Up front, though, I mean, you know, to me, Ricardo gets man of the match. And does that say it all when a defender gets man of the match?
Well, it could have been. I suppose you say that, but I mean, he was more midfield, wasn't he, tonight? Although his actual better performances or his better touches came at the back. I don't know. I just think, you know, why did Vardy come off early? I thought he took him off a bit early. Kelechi came on and didn't really do anything, did he? He was playing deep. We looked as if we were light up front.
Oh,
hello.
Hello. So I'll mute myself. Give me a second. I'm just.
Technology is a bug, Brad. Dave, just going back onto that point there before I bring Brad in. Did Vardy offer anything up front? I mean, apparently he had most touches of any Leicester player at one point. But I mean, to me, he was all right. Look, you know, he runs off. He takes two Leeds defenders with him. Maybe. But he's a striker at the end of the day, and his role is to be a goal threat to the opposition. And to my mind, he wasn't that tonight.
It's interesting, wasn't it? Was it the first half where he didn't go for it? He was sort of hanging back, and the cross came in about 6 yards out, perfect. And normally, Vards would have got in there and put it away.
From Mavadini, Dave.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I just think it was just disappointing, the whole thing. You know, when we were looking for a goal, we didn't have anybody up there. We had the two wingers, and that was it. And they were almost passing to each other, weren't they, wing to wing? Which when you got, you know, you should have a centre forward on the pitch. It didn't quite work very well.
Brad,
but Leeds were brilliant.
Yes,
I must say.
Were.
Yeah.
Brad, have we set our own standards too high, and that's why we're disappointed?
I think so. I think today becomes a little bit disappointing with the fact that, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like out of the two defeats we've had this season, that was the most deserving defeat we've had, because when we lost to Hull, we kind of went, oh, well, you know, it was a bad day at the office in front of goal. And, you know, on another day, we would have scored 2 or 3. We might have won that game. But tonight just felt so lackluster. Like Dave said, I was watching it with my dad downstairs, And I was getting so infuriated because, like Dave said, Mavididi on the left, Fatu on the right, and then Ian Vardy in the middle. There was 6 versus 3 on every attack we tried. It was so lackluster. For the first time this season, Chris, you can look at the time, get your marker pen out, whatever it is you need to do. I can say this. Enzo Maresca absolutely Brendan Rodgers tonight. He didn't have a clue what to do. Tonight was the first time in 15 games or 14 games, whatever it is, he was a full-on Brendan Rodgers. He did not have a plan B to handle Leeds. Leeds are the first side that actually said and did what they were going to do. They said they were going to play attacking football. They were going to suffocate Leicester. We weren't, Daniel Farke came out before the game and said, we're going to attack Leicester. We're not going to let them have the ball. We're not going to let them move through us. We're not going to let them do this and do that. And we talked about it in the pre-match. We talked about it in whatever. Well, not the pre-match. You know what I mean? In all the shows we talked about before tonight, Chris, saying, well, Southampton said that, beat them 4-1. Blackburn said that, beat them 4-1. Norwich said that, beat them 2-0, etc., etc. This was the first time a team put their money where their mouth was. And it might be once in a blue moon that it happens to us. And we said this could happen to us where we lose the odd game or two. We're not naive or too arrogant to think we would win every game this season. But tonight was the first time he did a Brendan Rodgers. To me, it felt like we did not have a plan B.
Luke, 5 subs were allowed. Brad got a point.
Brad, I was literally read my thoughts. I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to say Brendan Rodgers, but I understand Brad's coming from, because I got really mad watching the second half as well, and I haven't felt like that for a long time. But we didn't. He was indecisive. We didn't see. I thought we would have at least seen an appearance from Casey McAteer. Never came on. Yeah, I know Eunice is injured, but we could have. McAteer can still play on the left. We could have had Marcel come on. We could have had, I think, Albrighton was on the bench. I was calling, actually, to be fair, for Kelechi to come on for Vardy, but Kelechi looked poorer than Vardy did. So it was just one of those games, just by about 80, 70, 75 minutes, I just had that feeling. I was like, it's just one of those games. We're not going to score. I just had resigned by about the 80th minute mark. I know that sounds defeated and negative, but it's just the vibe and feeling that I got.
Dave, agree with the two lads?
Yeah, I think so. It was flat. I think we didn't learn the lesson from the first 15 minutes where they pounded us. I think we felt that we'd wear them down in the end. Even the goal, that's a sort of cross that Vardy would normally deal with, but he didn't. He nearly did, but he didn't. So therefore, that gave them the opportunity. And I think that seems to be, we're just slightly off our game tonight, I think. And Leeds were so good. They were like, it reminded me of a cup tie when you've got a lower league team playing a top league side. You have to hound them all the way through. You have to snap their ankles away. You don't give them time to do anything. And Leeds didn't. And we were ending up almost going back, I hate to say it, but to the square ball at the back. I think even Hermanson passed it back once, didn't he? Which,
He was that far forward at times.
Yeah, I know.
Could have passed it back to himself.
But it wasn't actually achieving anything when he went forward. That was the point, because we didn't have that killer ball like we usually do have. Leeds were shutting us out from that triangle play and stuff like that. And, they played well, and it was tough. It was tough. But we need to overcome that. We need to learn from it.
It is a learning curve, and we've got to remember that this is a new team. Maybe apart from 4 or 5 players in the squad, it is a new team. Even Chowdhury wasn't with us last season, so he's having to get used to it all again. Brad, goalkeeping union. Hermanson kept us in it again, but I have got to say, fair play to their goalkeeper. Had sweet FA to do all game, and then when he needed to, he pulled off a worldie, but then so did Hermanson.
We expect to get those, Brad, don't we, up there?
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, I expected Leeds to be tough. I'm sure we all did. I mean, I know deep down we were hoping for a draw, but we maybe got used to us winning, so we all predicted us to win and whatnot. But 93 minutes to have your first shot on target, you don't deserve anything. I'm sorry, you just don't. And Karis Daniels has come up with a comment there. Maybe that's what needed tonight, and that's the most frustrating thing, because we've praised Enzo a lot for his substitutions, his tactical tweaks here and there, his ability to, get the players going forward. And look, the one positive you can say about tonight is they never broke from the tactic, did they? They didn't panic. It was one of them games where I sat there with my dad watching it, and I said, do you know what the most annoying thing is about this result? And this was still with a couple of minutes to go, I was saying this. I said, we're going to lose this game, but the goal aside, Leeds haven't done nothing. And it was just one of them games. It felt a little bit like the QPR game. It almost feels like this result's been coming, hasn't it? We've been winning games comfortably. Then all of a sudden, Sunderland, we just edged out. QPR, we beat. Yeah. Now, whether you're going to put much emphasis on the fact they went down to 10 men or not, it's up to you as an individual. But you almost felt like we'd gone a bit stale. We were a bit robotic. And for me, Hamadson was brilliant. He's not got as many clean sheets as his performances warrant for how brilliant he is. He's kept us in more games than we care to recognise. I think he's been underappreciated. Yeah. Because when he's made saves, the game's been 1-0, 2-1.
Because Luke needs to go off and walk. So we'll let you go, Luke, and then if you want to come back in,
Brad, I'll be right back. I didn't mean to be rude. Sorry.
No. When you got to go, mate. And I will bring in our live reporter. She needs to get a light on the camera, but she is there allegedly. Kate, how's that?
Yeah. Oh, it was a bit lackluster, wasn't it? A bit of a fatigued performance. Exactly how we started against QPR, really. We didn't get out of first gear. It was all a bit ploddy, wasn't it? It was just no intensity. And even when we went behind, there was just still no, through balls over the top for Vardy. There was seemed lacking ideas tonight. Maybe mentally drained a bit. I don't know. It was a funny performance.
Yes, it was. Conceding from a corner, it's like old times, isn't it?
Yeah,
But, I mean, I said this earlier. Have we set our standards that high that when we lose a game to the team that's third in the division and, in the top 5 of the form table, that we're actually sat here going like, it's such a big thing. That performance would have probably killed for last season.
Yeah, I agree with that to a certain extent. But the worrying thing for me and the frustrating thing was that I don't think we really had a shot on target, did we?
We had one.
We had one. Is that right at the end?
I think that was KDH at the end. They're just showing it now.
I thought that might have been an own goal. But yeah, that's not good enough. We can't. With that kind of quality we've got, we know the goals that we can score and have scored. You can't not test the keeper. The keeper did nothing all game. He had a night off basically. So I'm not bothered about too much losing to Leeds because I think they're a really decent team. They were exactly what I expected them to be. Their pressing was causing us all sorts of problems in the first 20 minutes. But we just didn't pressure their keeper. We didn't pressure any part of their defence at all. Like when they were playing out from the back, we were nowhere near them. We weren't pressurising them. Our pressing game needs a lot of work. And that showed tonight because it was night and day between their pressing and ours. So it's more the manner that we kind of lost really. They were as expected, really up for it, but we just seemed to not push on.
I think that performance for me would have beaten a lot of teams in the division. But we came up against another good side with another good manager, and we weren't quite on our game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you say beaten loads of teams in that division, but we'd only have beaten them 1-0 if that was a shot on target and went in. We're not beating teams if we have one shot on goal for 96 minutes.
No, but what I meant is that you wouldn't, how many teams in this division would come at us and play at us like Leeds did?
Yeah, very true.
That is the performance from Leeds that we've expected from a lot of other teams and hasn't come.
Yeah, I think only Sunderland have offered that kind of press, haven't they, and that kind of attacking threat.
Yeah.
And they just didn't quite capitalise. So, yeah, those two teams, it will make the Ipswich game interesting now as well. I think they will be in a similar fashion. But, yeah, it probably would have been enough to beat the majority of teams. But that's where there's constant improvement needed, because we don't want to be playing these teams next year. So we need to think, and that's what we spoke about before the match, we need to think ahead to next year and be honest with ourselves, and that wasn't a good enough performance for Premier League. You've got to generate chances, and Leeds could be up there with us.
I'm just wondering whether, like I say, we have set out the bar so high for ourselves this season that it hurts even more when that comes along.
Yeah, I think we've just been saying that performance, I felt, has been coming a little bit, where we're going to get stung because we didn't quite get the intensity and the tactics right, really, because we met our match. So maybe that it has been coming a little bit. But having said that, we're in a comfortable enough position, and the players can't fully ignore that every match, that we're 11 points clear of third.
Indeed.
So we've worked our arses off to get to that point, haven't we? We've done extremely well, and they're human.
They are. And let's be honest with you, if you'd given us 15 games played, 2 losses at the start of the season, we'd have bitten your hand off.
Exactly. And you wouldn't have even believed those 2 losses would have been at home, considering our away form last year.
Exactly. I'm going to let you go, but just before you go, as always, give me your man of the match from your standpoint in the stadium.
Well, I thought first half Fatui was awesome, but he got doubled up on in the second half. So for me, throughout, the man of the match was Ricardo. I thought he was outstanding tonight.
Yeah, you and me were agreeing way too much.
We've got to do something about that, haven't we?
We better.
Yeah, Ricardo was outstanding.
Thanks very much. Have as good a weekend as you can, and I'll see you Monday night.
Yeah, see you Monday. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
Cheers.
Okay.
Bye.
Right, I don't know whether Luke's not back yet, so he's really is having a big water of his plants. Dave, that bar, have we set it too high for ourselves?
I don't think so. No, I think we just ran out of options tonight against a very good side, and I think that there's a couple of things that came out there. The wingers are very good, but they are one-dimensional at the moment, and when they put 2 on Fatui, then he struggled, and he did, and all he could do was come back. And I think because of their inexperience, that's the reason. Once they learn a bit more, they'll be fine, and they'll start to come back in. It's one of those things. And something else I think is that Connor Cody has to play. I didn't see too many Wes Morgans on there or Steve Walsh's on there. And I think that's the thing. Harry Winks was probably the most vocal from what I saw. KDH looked very quiet, which was disappointing.
He did have a quiet game.
Yeah, and Leeds were so good that it needed somebody to take hold of it and really, give it to them. And we didn't have anybody good enough tonight.
Brad, Russ saying there, he's obviously a Leeds fan, and so well done, Russ. Well done. They deserve the victory tonight. I don't know.
I think they did.
They probably edged it for me, but don't think they were miles ahead of us, to be honest with you, Brad. If otherwise, they'd have 4 or 5.
No, and again, I had the same discussion watching the game. I said the most infuriating thing about this defeat is Leeds need to do a lot to beat us tonight. Yes, they won the game 1-0, but can you remember how Madsen have to do anything else? All right, they had a shot at the edge of the box, but it was the most comfortable save ever. I don't. The only other shot he had to save was a shot that anybody with a sense of a brain would have been able to save. But what infuriated me tonight was the reason I think Leeds deserved to win the game is because when they attacked, right, when Leeds attacked, whether it was down the middle or down the wing, didn't matter where it came from, it felt like if it was 3 versus 3. You know, it was 3 Leeds attackers versus 3 Leicester defenders. You know, if Leicester had the numbers back, it felt like it was 5 Leicester players versus 5 Leeds players. The biggest difference and the most decisive point in the game for me was every time Leicester got forward, and Kate made the point perfectly, and Dave made the point just as I was joining in what he was talking about as well. Leicester went forward, it felt like they had 3 times the amount of players back. You know, Leicester went forward with 3, Leeds had 7 in the box. And, okay, other teams have done that to us, Chris, and it's worked out for us. We've got a lucky deflection, or we've passed them to death, or they've made a mistake at the back, and we've profited from it. Leeds showed why they are the second, and I mean this tongue in cheek, don't take this as any disrespect, Russ, but given the form right now and where we are in the league and the point situation and everything else from these first 15 games, Leeds showed why they are the second best side in this championship. Out of everybody, not just Leeds, Leicester and Southampton here, I'm talking why they are the second best team in the championship, because their quality allowed them to get that lucky blocks, get that last minute deflection blocks, stop Leicester creating chances, and be cut open as much as other teams have allowed us to cut open. Because even Sunderland, to the best of their degree, who were the hardest team we came up against until Leeds tonight, they allowed us to have chances. Leeds allowed, Sunderland allowed us to have 3 or 4 chances. We came off air, didn't we, Chris, saying, well, not off air, but we came off full-time whistle, saying, well, yes, Leeds, I'm saying Leeds could be playing them. Sunderland could have got a goal or 2, but we always felt like we were going to score a couple of goals ourselves. There was not a point tonight that I was sat there watching the game going, yeah, we're going to score in a minute, because we're dominating them. We're putting them about front. We've had 3 or 4 chances. It's only a matter of time before they crack and we get a goal. Tonight, I honestly was sat there going, can't believe I'm saying this, but fair play to Leeds. They're the first time that put their money where their mouth was, Chris. They're the first team that come out and went, we're going to attack Leicester, and actually did it. And with quality behind it. So you got no complaints from me tonight that we've lost, because...
Don't necessarily think they probably did edge it for me. I don't begrudge them the win. A fair play to them. Well done, Leeds. It wasn't all one-way traffic. We just couldn't do anything in the bottom third. Dave, I don't know if you can see the table there though. Ipswich 2 games in hand. They win both of those. They're first, we're second.
Yeah. Soon changes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We've been relating it all to third place. That's why.
Sorry.
We've been relating it to third place, haven't we?
Yes.
That's the difference. But that's fine. That's okay. We're going to lose games this year. We know that. We've said it often enough. I think it's just the way we lost tonight. I think Leeds were in the second half. I mean, they were far better than Leicester. We showed nothing in the second half to the last minute, and I think that's the disappointing thing. As Brad says, and it's just the fact that we didn't actually give them anything to defend against, really. Cheers, mate. It would have been nicer to have gone out guns blazing, but we never looked like we were going to change gear. You know, even when in the last minute we were still playing square balls at the back, which is, it's all fine, well and good in 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. But, you know, you're one down in the last minute, knock it up the middle and bang it in. That's to be the phrase.
I'll stick with you for this, Dave, because that literally pissed me off. I was swearing at the end. The fact that, all right, we play this out from the back. Yes, we do. But 6 minutes of added time, we're still playing it out the bloody back. And I've just got to say, sorry, thank you very much, Luke, for that. Really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Leicester City Down Under, please do. It's a great channel just starting out. Show me love, show me support, and get down there and subscribe. Get down there, if you pardon me, my expression.
It's only $10, which our exchange rates now is about $5, isn't it?
I have no idea. I've no idea. But look, Dave, I mean, at the end, I felt like just hit the fucking ball up into the box. It was like trying to play it.
The problem was though, Chris, Kells was playing in midfield, so he was struggling to get up in the box when the wingers were up there. The wingers were getting the ball and not knowing what to do with it, apart from pass to each other. There was nobody. I noticed that in halfway through the second half, that we probably had 4 players up there at the most. Every time. You can't do that. You've got to put people in the box to score goals. We can't score from outside the box every time.
Problem. And Brad, I thought your thoughts on that, because I think it's very nice playing out from the back and having possession, but with 6 minutes of injury time being played, belt it up and tell everybody to go up. We're going to lose 1-0. And we try to win.
Yeah, I mean, look, when it works and it works well and it looks brilliant, I always say that about any style of football. It always looks a lot better when it works and it gets you goals and it gets you results. And for 80% of the games or 90% or whatever percentage it is, I'm no mathematician this season, it's worked well and it has got us the results we've wanted. But tonight, what's that expression, Chris? Throw the kitchen sink at them. I never got an inkling that we were doing that, and it really annoyed me as well. And it wasn't because I was sat here going, oh, we're top of the league, we should be winning, why are we not steamrolling it? It wasn't anything like that. It just felt like that lack of bite, that grit. I mean, I would have rather have watched that last 10 minutes, Chris, seeing Harry Winks, Fatawu, Dewsbury Hall, and Ndidi, not Ndidi's because I saw his name mentioned there. I meant Ian Acho and whoever else having a shot go 10 yards over the bar or 5 yards wide. Because at least I said, well, at least what at least it felt like how we lost to Hull. Because when we played Hull, right, we created chances and we kept going at them and we had shots from the edge of the box. We were shooting inside the box. The keeper was making great saves and we were not striking the ball cleanly, so we were dragging shots wide, and we were sat here at the end of it going, oh, we've lost the game, but how did we not score? We had enough chances to score the game, and that's what's cost us, la, la, la. And we kind of accepted the Leeds defeat, but I'm very much with Dave on this one. The most frustrating thing about tonight is we haven't heard Leicester City go 90-plus minutes without a shot on target since last season. And that was under Brendan. And I can't remember which game it was, but we've talked about it before, Chris. Matt Elliott was on the commentary. That's all I can remember from it last season. And he turned around and the commentator tried to defend Leicester's performance. And he went, yeah, but Leicester have gone 88 minutes without a shot on target. Why, in any case scenario, have Leicester, and I get, look, we're going to lose games this season. We've always been talking about it. And we're going to drop points. We've accepted that's going to happen. But like Dave said, why has it come in a performance where it's taken us 93 minutes to make their keeper make a save? It should never have happened that way. If it had been a ding-dong game of football and Leeds had won 3-2 or something daft like that, there's absolutely credit to us. Unlucky lads, go again. But I'm sat here a little bit concerned that it's taken us 93 minutes of football before we've made our keeper do anything.
Yeah. You say hello to CB, Leeds fan here, unlucky Leicester, closer than I thought, but delighted with the win. So you should be delighted. I think you're definitely going to be up there with us at the end of the season. Well played to Leeds. I think I would have taken a draw. Of course I would. I think a draw might have been a fair result. But look, you know, you did what you had to do. Well done. And you know, I think you'll be up there with us. I've got to say, Dave, is it? We kept saying last season, just bad day at the office. Bad day at the office, but it was actually like a bad season at the office.
Bad year, wasn't it? Yeah.
But is it all right? You know, we had. I mean, I think we still had most possession. I'm just going to check the possession. Yeah, we had 66% possession. We had 10 shots to their 11. They had 6 on target. That was the difference. We only had 1. But you take those shots on target off. And to be honest with you, you know, you could say it could have gone either way had you not seen the game. Is it sort of the fact that we've had a bad day at the office, we've got it out of the system, hopefully, and rather than have sort of maybe 2 or 3 bad days, is it good to have just done it and got it out of the way?
Well, it's never good, but it's going to happen. Yeah. So let's hope we learn. I mean, Leeds, for the first 15 minutes of the first half, they were murdering us, and I think we only really did half an hour's good work in the whole game, because the second half I just couldn't see any of the winner, and that was a worry. And we did. What did we do? 2 substitutes, wasn't it? Was that all? What, they make 5?
Yeah,
or 6 or 7? So it seemed like a lot of people coming on.
Brad said earlier, you know, Rodgers-esque with the substitute.
Yeah, well. Yeah, which is a slight worry, isn't it? Which makes you think he didn't know what to do. But then, to be fair, what do you do? Was Daka on the bench? I suppose he was, wasn't he? Didn't get a look in. We needed another forward up there with a bit of pace. I don't know. It's easy for us to say it, isn't it? But I think the disappointing thing was that there didn't seem to be a leader out there, and which is why I think Connor Cody probably has to step up now and come back in and play.
And who do you drop for Cody?
Well,
I'd got to be Vestergaard, hasn't it?
Well, I'd think of Faze, to be honest. I mean, he doesn't inspire me with his attitude. I mean, he's a great player. No, but I think he's so laid back, and they're all getting a bit training ground. I've said this for a while now. It looks like they're on the training ground at that back four, but I don't know. What do I know? Next game we could win 3 or 4, and we'll be back to chirpy.
Indeed. I mean, Brad, when you look at that game, the defending wasn't awful because we were getting some good tackles in. Justin made some. Ricardo, our man of the match, and we'll come on to that in a second. The defending wasn't awful, really. To me, it was just that last third.
Yeah, it was. I mean, our defence was pretty solid throughout the game. I mean,
there's no leader though, was there?
Well, yeah, that's the worrying concern. But for me, I kind of agree with what Chris said. You have to go like for like. You can't have 2 ball-playing defenders on the pitch at once. I know we did that against QPR and we got away with it a little bit, but you can't. You know, you need one player who's slow and methodical and looks to pick out pass, and you do need that driving force. I think if it's possible in January or maybe from our under-21s, I don't know, but we need to find somebody who can come on for Wild Phase, because I think the only thing that stopped Cody playing today is maybe Enzo thought, well, I could put Cody on, but he's going to do nothing to the game. If I put him on for phase, we're going to lose a attacking centre back, and if I put him on for Vestergaard, I'm not changing anything in that aspect. So maybe January. I know it's a long way off, but that's something he needs to look at as an option. Maybe Ben Nelson can do that. I don't know, but time will tell. But sorry, what? Sutar, yeah, Sutar could get him in, could do that. He could do a job, but he needs to do something because he obviously doesn't trust his options to mix things up too much in that sense. Because I mean, I saw a comment earlier. I can't remember who said it, but I was asked, by someone earlier. I think it was Jess that said it to me actually. That said about Harry Winks getting injured. What happens to Leicester if he gets injured? And I was thinking, well, indeed he goes there, but what happens if Harry Winks get injured during the AFCON? And now, look, one defeat, 2 defeats in 15 games, that equates to 20, if you go off form, that equates to 26 wins out of 30 games we'll have by the final quarter stage. You're not going to turn your nose up at it, but it does make you think that whilst we have the quality in the bench with Eunice and Iheanacho and Sutar and whatnot, are we a bit rigid with the versatility of our depth? Because, what happens if Ricardo gets injured? What happens if we don't have someone like FaZe to play that role and we're forced to put Cody and Vestergaard on the same side? What happens if indeed he goes away and Winks gets injured? Yes, you might say Chowdhury, but
Cassidy, and I think yes, he's had a bad game today, but then to me, most of the midfield and forward line had a bad day. I want to ask about Cassidy because Dave, he was swapped for who came on? Chowdhury. I'm just looking at the bench though, and we've got we've got Albrighton, McAteer, Marchal. Surely we should have been going for a striker, or sorry, a more attacking midfielder than maybe Chowdhury. At that point, we're 1-0 down. All right, Cassidy wasn't having his best game, but again, as Brad said, Roger-esque bringing a defending midfielder on.
Yeah, although he did play a bit more forward, didn't he? He was linking up with the wingers and that sort of thing.
Really, that's not his role, is it?
It's not, no. Well, he can play every role. I mean, that's the beauty of Chowdhury, really. I'd have been tempted to, I was thinking maybe Albrighton was worth a go, coming on as a different type of winger, because he can put in some good crosses. But then I thought, well, if he does, there's nobody in the middle to put them away, because we were struggling to get up there in time. And I think you've got to, say that, again, apart from that half an hour spell in the first half, Leeds really controlled it.
Second half, it was all, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they did deserve to win, and we just got to put it down to one of those nights and that Leicester have sometimes, and say, okay, let's dust ourselves down, get over it, get everybody fit, and start again.
The goal wasn't a surprise, was it, Brad? It was coming. You could see that it was coming. And I think if we were playing at 3 o'clock tomorrow, I don't think we'd say there was a Leicester goal coming.
No, and that's probably the biggest concern from the game, isn't it? Because you look at our 2 defeats this season, we were sat here at the end of it going, but better day, we would have scored a couple of chances, and had we maybe had 1 or 2 more chances, we probably would have put one of them away. Whereas against Leeds, look, I know the statistics will say that Leicester still haven't conceded after the 60th minute, but this is the first time I sat here going, we're not going to score. I've never ever felt like that this season, and this is the first time that I agree. We could have been playing in a month of Sundays and we wouldn't have scored against Leeds tonight. And that's credit to them because they were just so... They were the first team, like I said, to actually back their own words. I mean, we've been filled with false promises by other teams, but Leeds actually came to us and okay, on chances created, probably the draw would have been a fairer result, but you nick yourself in front like Leeds did, and you play the way we did, you deserve to lose the game, I'm afraid, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
Dave, looking at that comment there from Gray, it's a fair point. We have to remember Farke has managed in the Prem. Enzo hasn't before. In fact, he's only managed, 12 games before he came to Leicester. And last season, I was forever moaning about how somebody that had the experience and the managerial know-how of Brendan Rodgers was being outthought by managers like, a caretaker manager at Bournemouth. This time you've got a manager that's new, and what you say, learning from Pep and all that, but being a number 2 is different to being a number 1. Just ask Shakespeare. And in fairness, he was probably outthought today by a more experienced manager.
Yeah, but you look at the difference in the teams and the level of commitment they had. I mean, Leeds were up for it big time. They had a point to prove, which we said before the game. It was more important to them than it was to us, which showed during the game. And Leeds were really up for it, and he got them up for it. And that's something we've got to learn from. But, we're still top of the league. We're still points clear.
We'd have taken this, wouldn't we, Dave, at the start of the season?
Oh, God, yeah, definitely. I mean, it just needs a bit of tweaking, and they'll learn from it.
Yeah.
The old adage, you learn more from a defeat than you do a victory. And just hope they do.
Fingers crossed. Dave, your man of the match.
Oh, without doubt, Ricardo.
Brad?
Yeah, full house on me, mate. Ricardo's my man of the match. I have to agree with the commentator more times than not. It felt like there was 2 of him on the pitch. He was everywhere. Fantastic performance by him.
Now, I would, as you know, I've gone for Ricardo as well. Luke, obviously he's gone, so I can't say what he's going for. This surprised me a little bit, but obviously the guy that I think I'm trying to mute at the same time as you are, Brad. This surprises me. Dave, I mean, I don't know. I just don't think today. He had a good game, but I just think Ricardo was better.
Yeah, he was. And Winks didn't play any telling balls today, really, because we didn't get any telling balls made.
No.
I do feel a bit sorry for him because he was battling it out on his own there. KDH had a poor game, I thought, apart from a couple of moments.
I forgot he was on the pitch at one point. To be honest.
That's right. Yeah, he looked lost. I think Ricardo, without any shadow of doubt, just for that first half, I'd have given it him after the first half, to be honest.
Yes.
I mean, he saved us 2 or 3 times, and he was a powerhouse all the way through, without actually getting himself into trouble.
Yeah,
which was quite remarkable.
Brad, I'm going to come to you for this one just before we finish, and Dan's in. Dan, the Burnley fan. Maybe we'll be waving at each other this season, Dan. Carts is superior every week. Well, look, mate. How many games did you lose last season? I mean, we've only lost 2. Let's not first world problems, as they say. But welcome along, Dan. Hope you are well. I hope the job's going well and the family are all well as well. I got a lot of wells in there, didn't I?
Yeah. Awesome.
Brad,
sorry.
Rate the team performance. You tried to find the unmute button. You'll find it in a minute.
Sorry, my phone didn't want to unmute you. Sorry, you have to say that question again. I was so focused trying to unmute myself that my phone wouldn't work.
Right. What I said was...
Twice.
Did you get it that time? No. Your team rating, Brad?
A 5. They were poor tonight on occasions. The thing is, as much praise as I could give on Leeds, we did ourselves no favours. We spent that second 45 minutes was awful. We lacked bite, aggression, and for all you can say about Leeds' defensive duties and responsibility on the pitch to come at us, we gave nothing to worry Leeds at all during that second half. You know, we had the freedom of the King Power and did sod all with it. So for me, where's the mentality at? You know, like you said, Chris, you'd rather lose a game 3-1 or 2-0 or whatever, going at it knowing that you just didn't have your shooting boots on, it wasn't your day, than just lose the game so like lustily. So for me, the team, they only get a 5.
Dave?
Yeah, I thought of 5 as soon as you said it. I think, which is a shame, because I think the first half was such a cracking half. Both teams, I mean, we withstood a lot of pressure from Leeds, which I know you shouldn't when you're at home, but we did. But I think the second half kind of destroyed all that and spoilt it all. And we were so poor in the second half that, But it happens. It happens.
It does. And welcome along, Yorkshire Peacocks. I read that very, very incorrectly when you first popped up, and I was about to say welcome Yorkshire Puddings, which is probably my mind moving ahead more than it needs to. Look, mate, I've got to say, I probably
he's right.
And say you deserved it. And I'm going to end with this one. It's a one-word answer from both of you, which will be a first. Brad, no, God help us, Brad. Let me come to you first. And if you can stay on afterwards, Brad, I've got a question for you. So if you can stay on after the show.
Stay behind.
I've written down here, any team that finishes higher than Leeds gets promoted. Would you agree?
Yes.
Thank you. Dave?
Yes.
By God. Right, let me just press B and clip that so that I know that I've got Brad and Dave down to one-word answers. Never thought
However, if
no. I don't know if you've seen my.
Oh, hello.
I'm thinking. I don't know whose that is. Is that you, Brad?
It's in stereo. It's in stereo, whatever it was. It's the ice cream man.
I'm going to say it sounds like the ice cream man. Brad, all I will say is that I don't know how excited Dave has been, because he was watching what we were calling Brad porn before the match kicked off. So the fact that you've been in with him has probably made his night. As they say, Dave has got a stalker, but we can't see on this show because it only goes down to his chest, the camera. On that note, gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye for both of you. And I'll see you Monday night, Dave, and I'll see you in a few seconds, Brad. Thanks very, very much. Take care, guys, and thanks for your help tonight.
Not all.
You're welcome.
Thanks to there to Angela Rippon and Julia Somerville. You work out which one is which. There we go. But thanks very much for them. Thank you very much for everybody that watched. Look, well done, Leeds. At the end of the day, 3 points to you. As I think whoever finishes above you will be promoted. You are the best team that I have seen in the Championship this year. So well done, you. Well played. We'll get our own back at your place in the return fixture, fingers crossed. We'll be back on Monday. We might be back before, who knows. We're back on Monday for the debate show. I'm no doubt this game will be coming up again. But all the best, and thanks very much. Enjoy the weekend. Or if you can go shopping with the missus, everybody. There's a nice thought for you. Thanks, Sky. I've been Chris. This has been Leicester Till I Die TV, and this is Arnie. Good night. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye now.
Thanks for watching. These videos are tremendous. You'd better like them too, or I'll be back.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network.
TalkSport. Powered by fans.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.